Hello, we are live. Welcome to the party. This is Tuesday game, the Mimic Nights. Um, People, let me know if all the volumes and everything is still good. We're just carrying over from 2 weeks ago when we played last. Does anyone particularly of you guys want to recap? First, we're gonna see who everyone is, have them call all that out. But who wants to do a really basic recap of what happened last week for everyone? Someone
I
who
can.
is, yeah? Okay, sweet. Okay, first let's go start with Than. Who are you?
Than plays Krunk, who is half-orc barbarian. He don't remember much.
All right. Capjack.
Hi there, I'm Capjack. I am playing Lucian, the Tiefling Warlock. And he remembers basically everything, but someone else is going to do it for him. Even better.
Metz.
I'm Metz Girl. I will be playing Denise Dezul, the half-elf druid.
And I still can't pronounce your username.
One Sama-chan is my username, but
Can I call you
I'm
One? I can remember that.
Sure, Oni's good.
Yeah, let's do that.
like the when
The-
you play Overwatch.
Japanese demon thing.
Yeah.
Demons. Go
Yeah,
Team Demon.
That's good. Demon. I like that. I'm gonna get that tattooed on me. No, I'm kidding. So anyway, I play Win, the dwarven cleric, the bumbling, clumsy one that apparently falls in holes a lot.
Yeah, I mean that was my favorite part. That was the most that was the most epic moment. Everyone was just like, no.
And
And then banana.
Hi. I play Nock, the human barbarian. He can be strong, but he can't remember things as well.
All right.
Excellent.
Yeah, and our recap.
Last time we went to a dungeon that was supposed to be full of mimics, and we got to go goblin bowling because they were confused, and apparently the ogres we should have been facing were on strike or something. I don't know. Then we healed a two-headed. What kind of creature was that?
It was an Etin, which is a two-headed ogre,
Etin.
and it had lost one of its heads.
Yes.
It's hard
It
to
had
pronounce.
lost-
It's Ettin. So I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Etin.
Yeah.
He lost his head, and we fixed him. Our mimic our mimic's friend girl. I don't know what she was to him, but she was here and she healed the guy. And then we met. Go ahead.
Our Cleric of the Mimic King,
Yes.
whose
She
name
cur-
is...
Brenna.
There we go. Brenna. I should know that because I listened to Sneak Attack. Anyway, so then we met Greg.
Fucking Greg.
Fucking Greg.
Fucking Greg, man. He was wailing on some wolves, and we didn't like that. So we made him run away, basically. And then we met a dragon and talked him down from attacking us. And then we made friends with him, and he got to dissolve Greg for us, so we didn't have to. So yeah,
I love the Bone Keeper.
he's great.
As a
that's
side note,
wonderful. I'm so sad I missed that.
it was really good. As a side note, on our Sunday game that we play, we get to choose like a best friend and an arch rival
Ooh.
for our character creation, and I named my arch rival Greg.
Nice. Oh, that's beautiful.
I love it.
Poetic.
Fucking
Yeah.
Greg. Which is also, by the
Fuck,
way,
Greg.
fucking Greg is the go word for kill whoever we're
Yes.
talking to now.
Yeah, that's our
It's our
code
secret
word.
code. Because this did not work out so good.
No.
What is wrong with Nick?
Fucking Greg.
Fucking Greg.
So I'm really quick, just gonna narrate us together. So Win, the dwarven cleric, and Nock, the human barbarian, are at the castle. They did not go on this adventure. They stayed at the castle to help. The Mimic King put it as the middle point between cleaning and combat. So they were helping tidy up the castle after someone has been
Running around
squatting in it
murdering.
for about 200 years. So they are now going to be sent out on the field to join the rest of the party. The Bone Keeper, where the rest of the party is at, would advise them to head over to some place to rest. And in fact, the mimics that are with them would kind of slither over or tumble over to a little sort of plaza area in the dungeon. And Brenna's pendant that you would see, which has a symbol of the Mimic King, would begin to glow. And in a quick flash of light, she would be gone and replaced by Nock and Win. We're now standing in a underground plaza with little dilapidated fountain in the center with just trickling green water in it, and a couple different hallways out from it. Most of them are like collapsed or all dirty. And you guys can take functionally all a long rest. If you did take any damage, which I don't think you did, because you avoided all of the combat that I placed in front of you. Yeah. But anyway, you functionally will get a long rest there. And towards the end of your long rest, you will notice that in this plaza, one of the doors is familiar. It's a red
Steve?
house door with a little copper roundish doorknob.
Is it
Is
Steve?
that
It looks a lot like his door.
Oh.
Yay!
the
Oh, well,
shopkeeper?
first, hello, you two. Nice of you to join us. You missed the excitement, the fun. We killed Greg. Ugh, fucking Greg. We'll fill you in. He was terrible.
We can say that that is your activity that you guys did during that long rest. Was
Okay.
inform them of everything that
Of
happened.
what happened?
Each with multiple different angles on each situation.
Man, I
Crunk
missed
jumping
the
in to be like, yeah,
dragon.
they told me to like rub his neck or something. I don't know.
Ooh.
Why I give evil men massage? I do not understand.
I do what you say, but I don't get it.
At least you're being a team player.
But yeah, so you were there, and right about as we take over to your 8 hours of rest, you guys would see that door there.
Okay. So do we need to go in and buy anything? Don't we
That's
still
Steve's door.
have a potions and stuff? And
Oh, do we
like,
have
our-
potions?
He did say he was going to restock. Should we check?
We bought like a heck ton of potions.
Yeah,
I
you
still
have,
have
essentially have an
6.
infinite supply of those healing potions.
That's true.
But he said he would have
I
more
mean-
interesting stuff next time.
True. True. Okay. I mean, let's go in then.
Yes,
Sure.
of course.
Can I bust through the door and just yell, Steve?
Um,
How angry would he be?
even or odds?
Even.
Okay. It is a push door.
I said
But
I,
one time it
I
needed-
put, I
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
So yeah,
time
Oh, okay.
you do push it open, and it does
Oh,
open.
okay. Oh, I see. Okay. We were flipping to see if I got through the door.
Yeah. And yeah, it's his tiny little cozy shop. It's actually quite a bit warmer in here than it is in the rest of the dungeon. The rest of the dungeon's not like freezing cold, but it doesn't have the warmth of the sun, and there's kind of the musty moss smells.
Smell.
It's a little bit damp in the rest of the dungeon, but inside,
It's like being in a cave.
Like
Well,
moist.
yeah, sure.
Dank.
A
I
cave
don't.
made of
I
trees.
know I'm walking into something, but I don't know what.
Oh, moist.
Inside
Yeah.
his
It's moist. I am here.
Is it
It's
moist?
just the word moist.
inside his shop, it is the opposite of that. It's like stepping into a very warm living room after coming in from the cold. It's nice, warm, dry space, and he's there leaning on the counter. Says, "Hi there."
Hello, Steve. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Did you bring us more stuff to buy?
I've gotten a couple neat items here. Mostly potions. Ran across a salesperson. Let's not get into details. And he pulls out a little vial, with very, very nice little vial with the stopper being like a shining sun, but half of it is a moon. So, you know, that
Ooh.
merged moon and sun symbol. He says, "This is a potion of rest."
Oh.
How does it
Ooh.
work?
You drink it, and it takes a couple moments
Oh, good. I was
to
worried it was a suppository.
take effect and can be interrupted. If you are harmed within, I think it's 12 seconds of drinking it, it will interrupt the effect. But if you are not, you get the full effects of a long rest.
Oh, that is useful.
I only have one, though.
Of course.
We need at least 6 more.
Well, I feel like this would be good for, say, the one who needs, like, spells. Since they will use those and then they might need to remake
It's true.
their ability to have spells.
I think
More-
a half
sorry.
dose functions as a short rest.
Interesting.
But I assume you still have money. You haven't spent it all since last time I saw you.
Oh no, completely broke at this
Oh,
point.
Well,
sorry.
I'm
I thought-
lying.
I did spend quite a bit.
What else do you have?
Another potion. This is a potion of neutrally elemental dragon breath.
So it's just
Neutral?
his dank breath.
Ooh, no, so it aligns itself to the
He ate too much.
drinker,
Oh.
depending on what their
Oh.
element is, and I don't really know how it determines that. Some people are fire, other lightning, or, I don't know.
How do you breathe
What?
light?
What am I?
Yeah.
Well, you open your
Um,
mouth, breathe, and then there's lightning.
Wind, water, heart. Oh,
Oh,
Captain Mimic.
Ah!
Put it back.
with our powers combined.
It's like bad Voltron.
The only way to know is to drink it, and I only have
I'm
one.
curious. I want to know what my element is.
If you will not let us sample your merchandise, then perhaps we take our business elsewhere.
And he just like looks around you out the door to the dark.
He doesn't
Dungeon.
know we have unlimited money.
I know he does not know. Oh my! You hear my guy kind of silently screaming this to Grunk.
He is being silly right now, is he not?
Oh,
you guys can take your business elsewhere if you need to. I only have 2 of them. You can sample it if you buy it.
That's
I believe it,
What-
how
it
much do you
lasts.
need to drink in order to like?
You have to take the full dose, but it lasts for I think 10 minutes.
So you'll
And
just
what
be
does it do again? It
breathing
gives you
dragon breath for
fire
10
breath?
straight minutes.
Well, you get the
Pretty
choice.
dragon.
Ability.
Dragons don't
if you
constantly spew it out all day long.
This would be
At
like
least
this.
not
That
in
was
this
inevitable.
dimension.
Question. Question.
Yes.
If a dragon drinks the potion,
Good
does it
question,
not
brother.
breathe? Or does
Is
it
it-
breathe double? Or does it get two elements? Fire and
Or does it
other
cancel his
fire?
element and then he dies
Other
and he cannot
fire.
breathe?
Or does he breathe it inward and it's like
Oh,
and
that's a
he breathes?
fascinating question.
And then he explodes because he breathed in his own fire.
I have
Um,
thought think.
I don't know because dragons change from plane to plane.
We know a dragon.
But last one I tested it and it exploded.
Ah, that wasn't very kind of you, was it?
I will.
We like
I guess it wasn't
dragon.
your
We
fault.
definitely need one of those. I have ideas, but not the Bone Keeper. We like him.
No, we
Yeah,
like.
obviously.
Oh,
He
you
is
know the
the
Bone
dragon.
Keeper.
Do you know the Bone Keeper?
He is a
Do you
close
like the
personal
bone,
friend.
out
Oh.
of curiosity?
It's a small plane.
Well, I've done occasional business with him.
Us as well. We do occasional business too.
He just helped us with this whole Greg situation. Fucking
Friend
Greg.
of friend discount, I say.
I know, right?
Ah,
No.
Took care of Greg.
No.
yeah.
Wait,
It's
can
alright,
we
you're
roll
two for
to
two.
like persuade
That's-
y'all? Can y'all use your
Does he
persuasion?
like the bone keeper? Do you like the bone keeper?
Do you like it?
Uh,
Do you hate the Bone Keeper?
I've done business with him, but it's a little tricky to do business with him when he wants to.
You did not answer my question.
Dissolve
If
you.
Like, I guess if you like
It's
it.
true.
I
But-
like him, and also there's a very good reason not to like him, so it kind of ends up neutral.
But the question was, do you like him?
No, but I don't dislike him.
I see your face there. Shin.
How do you both like and not like at the same time?
I think
No,
he
it's-
loves him.
Oh, let me tell you, it's a
That
is
wonderful
true.
skill.
Like
Oh,
him.
It's
Uh-oh.
complicated.
It's simple. You like them to
We're
your
like all in the corner, just like whispering to each other,
You-
like, "Do you think that they've holded hands?"
Even with both of the barbarians' somewhat stunted social skills, you guys can tell he's annoyed now.
So, what do you have for sale besides the potions and
I have more
Whatever.
healing
That's all they
potions.
have.
besides
Do
that?
we need more? I think.
No, this is
haven't
all I
used
got
any
for
of
right
them.
now. I mean, it's only been like a day since I last saw you.
Well, you should have waited longer.
No,
Well,
it's-
you
No,
should
no,
stop.
no.
Hey,
This
hey,
is
hey.
fine. We like
I mean, we'll
Steve.
take
How much
it.
inconvenience is it for you to step into the door and then step out? It's like 12 feet.
That's a lot of inconvenience. That's like half of what I could
No,
move.
no, I'm just saying.
Crunk is
like,
like looking, trying to measure exactly.
One.
He like
Oh, crap.
tosses a like modern
He's, like,
like
counting on
Home
his
Depot
fingers, like-
ruler to you, or a measuring tape to Crunk.
Hey,
would not know what to
free?
do with that. It's just a snail.
No, yeah,
Free
it is.
merchandise.
So what kind of healing potions is it? Are they
Uh,
strong? Are they weak?
The same ones I sold you before.
That potion's
They were
too
good.
strong for you, potion seller.
I need these strong potions. You must sell them to me.
I want to be strong.
I'm going
I mean,
to-
I think we're probably fine on healing potions. We haven't used any of them.
I don't have healing potion. Where do you get healing potion?
They're all in the bag.
Oh, we keep
I
them together. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
just
silly.
Do you want these two potions, or one of
course
them?
we do.
Yes.
Why
Okay.
the fuck not?
That took a long time for that answer.
well,
We are
hey,
not
you
easy
took,
people to
you
deal
took a long time to answer if you liked the Bone Keeper. Just
But that's a more
Speaking of,
complicated
Would
question.
you-
Yes.
Look, it's a complicated thing. You can like somebody to their face and then say terrible things about them behind their back. This is totally and
with.
utterly
We know
normal.
all about that.
I would
Of course,
never-
I'm very good at it.
why do you talk to people's backs? And that just
Because
I
then
go
they
to
don't
their
see when you
faces.
stab them. It's easier.
Payment, please.
How much?
Um. 3,000 gold
Give him
together.
2,000.
Does anyone
What if-
want to roll persuasion?
Of course I do.
Can my face be my like part of that? Like she was just like.
He doesn't know we are filthy rich.
There you go. I got.
Yes, he does not.
I see a 21 from Lucian.
That's me.
He says, "All right, 2,500."
Deal.
I don't
He,
know.
like,
I feel like that's.
waits,
how much are they even
puts
worth?
on a surgical
can you,
glove.
Like, talk about.
Yes, and shakes your hand.
How many potions does he have? The healing potions?
3, right? Oh.
You can have more of the healing potions. They're my stock is essentially infinite.
I want the potion.
We know how that is.
Can I buy?
Because what do you have right now? 6?
Yeah.
Or 8?
How high can I count? 1.
Do you want to roll an
Well-
intelligence save?
Wait, is this shapes and or colors?
No, it is not.
No, it's numbers, dear.
Damn, don't know that.
I
4.
don't have a
Or on the
proficiency.
intelligence save. Yeah, you're just like
You can count the
one. Crap.
I call
It's
over.
okay,
Lu-
you forgot.
You're just like one orange square.
I will take a square.
A square
So he'll take
number?
4.
That sounds like 4.
four. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Krug, a square has 4 sides on it. Easy way
And
to
4
remember it.
corners.
He pulls out 4.
Oh, that's delightful. You can even count to 8 using the corners. Brilliant.
He pulls out 4 cubed
1.
vials.
That's actually really funny.
It's like a.
I want those. I want one of those
I love that.
just because it's square.
All right, hand me a brick or whatever so I can
Oh, you want a brick
Gold.
this time?
gold or something, money. Just
Okay, I
something
reach into
not
my bag
enormous
and
that
I
it covers my
asked
entire counter.
Specifically for a brick worth 2,500 gold,
Yes, perfect.
and I hand
You
that
hear a
to
lot
him.
of rummaging on the other side. You're pretty sure you hear them like get out some little scales. You hear 2 mimics on the other side arguing. They're like, nope, nope, you have your finger on it. Get off. No. And then they hand
Go
you a
mimics,
brick
go.
with like a little bit of it shaved off.
I love
Can
it.
I ask them how much it was worth before they shaved that off?
2,501.
Cool. And then I hand him the brick.
Right.
All right.
Should write these down.
Do
All right,
you
there
have
go.
a book of numbers?
I
Oh,
do.
that's a great idea.
Yes. And for
And
it's my policy. It's right up there if you look at the door, and you see a little sign says policy: we give out books for free to anyone who is illiterate.
Well,
yeah, I take
I
the
am-
book.
I am
well that's
illiterate as
delightful.
well.
I like that.
Here you go.
I cannot read. Can I have a book?
I put it in the bag. Little does he know, I can read.
Not that language.
But it's numbers. I wanted numbered. I wanted a number book.
How would you know you're illiterate?
Exactly.
Krug, can I see that book for a moment, please?
I don't know. Knock has book.
Oh, sorry.
I-
Damn it. No, can I see that book, please?
You all look the same.
How dare you?
I am half orc. He is human. How we look same?
I'm taller.
Nothing like
I am green.
No, you're just kind of.
I have
Okay.
good tusks.
What?
I can't see much farther than your nipples up. So.
This is. Why are you looking at my
considering
nipple?
how short. Well, I'm so short, you know. Like I really can't see much farther
You
up.
see my guy do like the little
I
hand
am
draw thing?
self-conscious now.
Oh. I turn the strap that holds my great axe over my chest so it's kind of like covered.
Why is the nipple one looking at my nipple?
Just saying that's the highest point on you from here.
It's not the highest point on me, I promise.
She could be looking at something worse. But
I actively avoid looking there.
We killed Capjack.
And
I,
it's a long way up, y'all.
This is very
I'm
true.
just a small dwarf in a large world.
why no stare at Lucian? Why can't you just stare at him?
Well, his
Well, I am
nipples
pretty.
aren't at eyeball height.
Exactly.
You
I
don't feel
hand
clearly
Lucian.
objectified
How
at the
are
What
moment.
race are you?
Please,
what race are
dude,
you?
go on.
I'm a dwarf.
Oh, shh.
I'm
You're not
like,
even-
7'5" or something. I'm massive.
and I'm like 4, so
like-
I'm barely half your
Oh.
height.
You're not the nipple height, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
you're
what
more
I'm
like
saying. Like
belly
when I
button.
look up, all I see is like
Belly
the,
button is what I'm thinking.
I hand
Um,
Lucian.
like when if you you're
It's a
standing next to
hand-
someone and you like look up like this and like you're just
Getting,
like, oh,
getting
there they
off,
are.
getting off the subject.
Moving
One
on.
feels
Moving
self-conscious and goes outside.
I hand Lucian. I hand Lucian both the shapes and colors and the numbers book.
So what language are they written in?
What languages do you understand?
With comprehend languages?
Oh.
Yes.
Well, no, but just like off the front, what languages do you understand to see if you like recognize the language off the top of your head?
Common and infernal.
Is not a native language to you.
Wait, can I read it? Because I know 3 languages:
What languages do you know?
4.
Common, Giant, and Orcish.
No.
I know Dwarven and Elvish. Those are
Also
just the
no.
ones that haven't been
I
said.
speak
Okay.
goblin.
Elven, Druidic, Common,
there.
Actually, no.
Goblin,
Um,
Undercommon, and Mimic.
Wynn hasn't looked at the
All
book, but she might know.
Which when
Okay,
there's
let me
2.
look.
there's
No,
only
I'm
one.
No, she's-
Denise.
Denise.
I
I'm
can't
gonna
find
pass. I'm gonna pass the book around. Anyone?
Wait, don't hand my shapes off.
It is. It's Dwarvish.
It's only the colors. Don't worry.
It's kind of like weird Dwarvish. Like you haven't seen anyone write like this,
It's
and they
written in
speak kind of
Texas.
weird. But yeah.
No, it's written in like British English where there's like U's next to the O's.
As they should.
No,
be.
like Shakespeare.
extra
It's like Shakespearean dwarf.
Shakespearean
Yeah,
Dwarven.
yeah.
Ah, dwarf in the original Klingon. Got it.
The original-
Kapla.
But yeah, you can read it.
Well, that's cool. It's just numbers though.
Oh yeah, totally. This is like this is
Okay,
1.
so basically, like
This
I
is
could
2.
change numbers with this book. Hello.
We cut out for just a second.
There.
Everyone is despairing for
Oh.
me.
Is the screen still going?
Yeah. I'm
Don't fail us,
gonna put us
Discord.
on a break real quick, and we're gonna figure this out. Okay, we're back. Thank you for waiting for just a couple seconds. It got weird. Yeah, Discord was just decided to have a hernia, and so
But we're back.
So
yeah, we're back.
numbers, but wait, Capjack isn't back. This is
what?
picture.
Yeah, Captain.
We can't see your
There I am.
video.
Oh,
There you go. Okay, sweet.
there's his face.
There we go.
And yeah, no. So it's numbers, but they are not common numbers. They are dwarvish numbers. So, like, if someone who
Yeah, I
does
can
know numbers
translate
looked
for
at it,
him.
they'd be like, that the 1, I don't even know what that is. The 2 looks like a waterfall, and the 3 looks like a 6. Like, you know, it's an entirely different numbering system.
It's kind of like Roman
it doesn't count by
numerals.
tens.
Is it like doing this?
Um,
Is it 12? Is it base 12?
Oh no.
I don't know. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
But it's not
You-
10.
Crunk would not know.
One.
It's not 10.
Crunk
I
have no
don't know
fist. You
anything
know
about
that.
One.
numbers.
You see my guy keep repeating to himself trying to count. 1,
You said that one already, brother.
1.
All right. Take your potions.
Anyway,
Thank you.
Let's stop bothering Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
He's put up with a
Thank
lot
you very
now.
much, Steve.
I do a cartwheel out the door.
Peace.
We're gonna roll for that.
Do you want to?
Sure.
That would be the dex-based one
Acrobatic?
of the acrobatics. That one.
Say acrobatics. Yeah.
It's literally, that is acrobatics. That is an 11. It is
Mostly
a cartwheel, but
success.
it's like a 12-year-old's cartwheel.
12-year-olds do it better than I do.
Yeah, you won't want to see me do a cartwheel.
I'm actually decent at
It's a
cartwheels.
30-year-old's cartwheel. You know, it's,
You're right.
the
No,
joint
it's,
pain starts sinking in a little bit. Well, I can totally do this.
Got stuck with it.
yeah, no, you don't hurt yourself, but someone does hear like a crack, crack. And the door closes itself behind you. You're back in the plaza, and standing in front of you is a goblin.
Oh, well,
I
hello.
say hello in Goblin. I speak Goblin.
So do I.
Says hi,
Hi, Goblin.
again in Goblin, now assuming that you all speak Goblin.
Can I tell it that I don't speak Goblin?
They don't speak
I
our
am the
language.
only one that I am the only one that. Do you speak Goblin?
No, didn't you
I
say?
speak Goblin.
Oh yes, we are friends.
Yes.
I understand this as well. Hello.
What
Are
are
you
they
currently
saying?
casting under
I
comprehend
thought I
language?
was special. I am not special. Hello, friend.
No, you are always special.
That's what my mother says. What's your mother says?
yes.
Am I interrupting?
No, we were
No.
just shopping.
No. Are
Oh.
we?
What
Well,
can we
we know what
do
we
for
say.
you?
I am here to welcome you into the civilized portion of the dungeon. Your arrival
Civilized.
was foreseen by the elders.
Oh, was
You're
it
the
now?
elder?
I'm gonna turn to.
Please
Banana
tell
and
me
be
more
like,
about that.
What are they saying?
There's
It's
something
very
about
important
elders.
Goblin things.
The elders would like to see you after we give you a tour of our habitation area.
Oh, we get a tour. That's lovely.
Will there be pie and punch?
We will go meet the cook if you need.
Oh,
Cooks. I like cooks.
I like it.
Food.
Yes. Oh,
Is there
we
some
were
you-
for. I turned to the two that don't understand. Our arrival was foreseen. They're taking us to food and also to meet our elders.
Woo! Food!
I know
Is
it's
this
really-
gonna be a boring tour or is this gonna be a fun?
Well, I guess it depends on whether or not anyone orders all of the eggs.
Cooks, I laugh.
Everyone has war flashbacks, like.
I do not have
What are you
horror
talking about?
flashbacks.
More flashbacks. I'm having like wet dream flashbacks. That was amazing.
I have pleasure flashbacks.
This way, please. And he's speaking in Goblin.
Follow the
Following him
goblin.
now?
Yeah.
says
And he
this way.
Okay.
starts going down one of
As
the
a
hallways.
note, if you could speak common for the others that don't understand, it'd be appreciated.
Okay,
Perhaps
he says in common.
Oh, okay.
that was easier.
Okay. Whew.
Kind of like 5 feet behind because I didn't hear him say that in Goblin, and then I see them run off. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, right. This way.
he begins to point stuff out to you as if the tour has already started, but since you're in a boring hallway, he's just like, that over there is moss, and that is a brick.
This is
Oh,
the best
mimic
tour
detection.
I've ever been on.
There are no mimics other than the ones that are with you and following
Attached
you.
to us.
Actually, the mimics that you guys
Following
rescued went with Brea.
Ah, okay.
Back to
I
the
was going to
castle.
ask a question about that otherwise, but okay.
Yeah.
Could we put mimics we find in our gold bags to send them
That was
back to the castle?
Exactly my question.
Yes, but because it is not meant for that, it's only one way.
Sure.
Yeah,
Well, we don't want them to come back.
We're
We're
rescuing
sending
them.
them
It's like-
home.
yeah, that's
Get
It's
the
like
embodies
a-
the
like a-
job.
I'm just saying in the future you can't call it reinforcements by just opening the bag up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. All right, yeah.
Understood.
Can I put
I didn't
mimics in
even
the
try.
bag of holding
No.
No.
and then use them as reinforcements?
I'm gonna say no,
No.
because
No.
you're not allowed.
No, it's
The
cool.
Nice to the mimics.
the
Physically,
treasure
not
bags they have a safety device made into them that prevents them from being placed into dimensional bags or dimensional bags being placed into them. It's just like a top
Very bad thing.
invisible
Really-
block that prevents you from doing stupid stuff. But so he continues to show you around. As you guys go, you see that in where there used to be, at the beginning of the hallway, there used to be torches set into the wall. They've now been replaced, each one right on that spot with a glowy blue mushroom that comes out and stretches upward,
Can I pick one?
illuminating it.
Can I reach it?
No.
Can I poke it?
Yes.
What happens?
A small yellow puff of spores sputter out at you.
I like it.
I do nothing.
Okay.
Did you see?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah, no, but they don't seem to do anything other than provide extremely efficient light without producing any form of heat.
Can I ask
Oh,
the
you-
goblin what kind of mushroom they are? Just
Yeah,
for future
you can roll
reference.
nature. That's a thing still, right? Nature?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But would the goblin not know?
Oh, yeah, if you want to talk to him, yeah, you can do that.
Oh, yes. Much easier.
Yeah,
He
I
is our
definitely
guide.
don't know.
We shall.
It's,
Hey, Mr. Goblin.
yes.
What kind of mush?
Oh,
Oh,
Not again.
frozen
Rhea.
again.
Oh, I
Just-
think it's just her this time.
Just
her.
her this time. Oh.
She is the culprit.
Who is she pointing at? Is she like below someone? Please tell me she's
Pointing
below.
at you. She's pointing at you.
Oh, I am the chosen one.
you have
So-
frozen her.
I am the banana.
Yeah.
I am the one that glows.
Just so long as you don't knock.
Oh, I knock as well.
Yay!
Is it too late to walk out after that joke? I love that it was so corny that it was just like, I'm done. I can't.
Oh, no.
Rip. Her whole computer
Whole
froze.
computer froze.
Oh, okay.
Well,
We will rejoin.
Give us a
Rock you?
moment.
can we pretend that she's actually in that pose?
Yeah, frozen.
Just
She's like,
I pick
walking
her up and I
to-
carry her.
Just
And
like
she's like,
computer, like just and she just slides along with no animation. It's like
pretty much.
T-pose.
yeah. Okay, and she
Oh,
popped
she's
out.
done.
We're gonna jump off just for a bit and see if we can resolve this. Actually, so again, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, we are back, and Win is going to have to operate on her phone, but we will make this work. Yeah, so we will make this work. So do you have it up on your computer, or should I?
Yeah.
Okay,
For
cool.
now, I'll let you know when it's like 100%
okay,
good to go. But for now, we're just
cool. I will just pull up your
I'm not
character
really doing
sheet just to
much of
have, and we'll get going right there. All right, sweet. So that's nice. So you guys just asked him what the mushroom is, and he says it is the glowy mushroom. That's
He
what
is correct.
the elders told us it was.
Glowy mushroom.
Yes.
I
I'll
just
be
had
sure
that
to
Kermit moment
double
where you're
check
just
on
like,
that.
If
Okay.
you eat it, what happens?
What was I expecting?
it is a goblin.
It glows.
So do you glow if you eat it?
I walk up
Kind
to
of.
one of the mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I pick the biggest mushroom.
I
pick
picked two.
I look up.
Are they poisonous by chance?
No.
Oh, okay. Have fun, boys.
And I just gobble it down.
So this mushroom, the base of it is about that around, and then the cap
God.
is about that.
Oh,
Like-
that's fine. I just.
I can take it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can, boy.
You know what? Why don't both of you please roll me sleight of hand? If you want. This is to get it mostly in your mouth and not like everywhere else. You can opt out of that if you want. I see a 16 and a crit,
And a
natural
nat
20.
Wow.
So,
He is very good at fitting
I
things
fun-
in his mouth.
I do like a Nathan's hot dog eating thing. And just, like, somehow get all of it in my mouth.
Oh my dear God.
yeah, so
Wow.
all right.
Hmm.
So yeah, so
Noted.
Krunk has like a bit of it on his lips. His teeth are glowing. But Nock has just like ham. And it like you see a slight bit of glow if he opens his mouth all the way at the back of his throat. But other than that you can't tell that he ate it.
Hey, we were
Whereas
just talking about
Krunk is
impressive.
just like Krunk looks like he tried to like paint the Joker smile on his face.
The glow eating grin.
I do like one of those like manliest belches in the world, like the really loud ones. Like if you ever played Smite and you hear Bacchus's burp, it's like that. It's like roaring throughout, and just be like,
Oh, and then you ruined it. Oh well. Sigh.
so there's no glowing in my stomach?
Not that's visible through armor
Oh,
and
in your
flesh and
stomach.
bone.
and
I am hoping that my
Your
boo-boo
clothes.
glows.
Moving along.
This is my only goal, is to have glowy poop.
okay, how did it taste, you guys?
How did it taste? I don't know. I just swallowed it.
It tasted like a giant mushroom, just a bit more slimy.
You know, it tasted like a giant mushroom. But a bit more slimy.
A little salty.
Noted.
I
So
wonder if
does
it has any
that
magical properties if you can cook with it.
does that stalk
along.
now just not glowing anymore since I took the mushroom off?
No, the base that's there, like on the wall, the root of it, is still glowing a little bit,
glowing.
but it's kind of dying away. And right about that moment, you guys enter into a new part of the tunnel or the hallway as the stone brick of the dungeon fades away, and you're now into tunnels. You have exited off a chute out of the dungeon and into a excavated area. And now you're seeing a lot more of those glowy mushrooms around. And very shortly you arrive in a large open cavern with stone huts all over the place and numerous goblins moving around. This is our village here.
Excellent.
Interesting.
The
wonder what
cook is this
happened-
way.
Ooh.
Oh yes, of course.
Food.
I hope it's
You
not the mushrooms.
Kind of.
You guys head over to a
Guys.
one of the larger huts that has some kind of chimney piping the smoke out of the cavern. And inside, you would see a ogre. Hi. Welcome to my kitchen. And he
Hello.
sets
Hello.
a large crocodile on the counter and begins to cut it up like a fish with a giant meat cleaver.
That is cool.
That's a nice crocodile.
Oh, that's excellent technique. I appreciate that.
I heard alligator tastes like chicken.
Alligator
It's
is
delicious.
amazing.
Hell yeah, it is.
Amazing.
And so,
That's
like,
the
as he's
alligator
cutting it up,
nuggets. Mm-hmm.
he reaches over to a like huge frying pan that has just bunches of slightly glowing mushroom slices frying in it.
Of course.
I ate one of those.
You have to eat the mushrooms. I don't
Would
like
you
them.
like any? Would you like any food? There's a table
I will
over
take.
there.
I will take
Yes.
2 crocodile tails.
I only have one right now.
I will take 1 crocodile tail.
He doesn't know the difference. It's okay.
All right.
Just cut it in half. He'll never know.
Cut it in half, and he will think.
No,
you have-
Knock, I'm proud of you. You counted to 2. Well done.
How
That
do you want it
mushroom must
cooked?
have made me-
Do you want it, over the fire, roasted, or fried?
Oh,
Those are
fried.
the only
Oh,
options.
Fried.
Deep
Oh.
fried.
Deep
Pit
fried.
roasted.
Always.
All
I
right.
want mine pit roasted.
You see, he grabs a big sack, sets it on the counter, says mushroom flour, and begins to bread and fry bits of the crocodile for all of you, and pit roasts the tail for Knock.
mushroom
As that
Can
is,
you make a funnel cake too? Do you know what a funnel cake is?
You have corn?
what's a funnel?
Oh.
What's a cake?
Do you know
I mean,
what a
it
cake
should be
is?
easy to teach them. It's not actually a cake, so
It's
I
true.
don't.
It's just batter that's fried.
Oh, I can
Yeah,
do
you
that.
just- see?
It's sweet though. Do you have sugar?
Yes. Yes,
What's
I
it
have
made of?
beets.
Okay,
Oh,
Beet
I guess
sugar. Yes, beet sugar would do.
I have heard of that in real life.
And he pours out a bunch of the flour and starts making some batter. Pulls out some like odd shaped eggs, like they're kind of like
I don't think
random
funnel cake
shapes,
have
like
eggs?
a potato or like slightly
that's worrying.
rounded ginger, like very knobby, weird shape to the eggs, but he like cracks them
heck?
open.
Is that a goblin egg?
Oh,
oh.
gross!
What?
Goblins don't lay eggs.
They don't lay eggs.
I know.
Ugh.
Just being gross.
You see the goblin tour guide just like, ugh, ugh.
Yes, it
I
does.
kind of
take
now
eggs to
put
make-
my hand over Wynn's mouth just after saying that. Just,
No.
Um,
Mm,
Yeah.
Mm.
But so he cooks. You didn't tell him what shape, so he just makes a mound of batter and just cooks
Oh.
that.
Well,
Fries that.
no. Oh, you're supposed to make it runny
No,
and
no, no,
like,
no, no.
drizzle it into the oil so it fries.
No, no.
in.
Oh.
Don't listen to
A
them.
mess
That's
bread.
perfect.
So yeah, essentially
That's
it's a
perfect.
pancake that thick with
Oh, that's
sugar poured on top.
Can't be that bad.
I'll try it.
Is it done?
I'll try it.
I don't know how to make cake, so I don't
Is
know.
it-
Yes.
Brown.
When
is
it's
it
nice
gold?
and brown on the
black?
outside.
Oh, it's mushroom flour. It's always brown.
Oh.
Is it
It's like a golden color.
Browner.
is it glowing?
He just cuts it in half, and it's just yeah, that looks
Is
done.
it raw? I mean,
Fair.
okay.
And gives
I'm willing
you
to try it.
a large plate with 2 halves of a funnel blob cake,
Funnel blob.
Can I try
uh,
some?
Sure.
and serves
Here
out
you
just
go.
a huge tray of all the fried, breaded and fried crocodile and everything to you guys.
I'll definitely eat it.
And I healthily eat my roasted alligator because fried food is bad for not. Because that mushroom probably messed him up a whole time.
Oh.
How's
Look-
that mushroom working through my system? By the way, am I like all right? Like, am I gonna
No,
die?
you're feeling fine. Like other than the fact you
I mean,
ate a giant
obviously-
large thing without really
A
chewing
giant
it.
large.
Like
You swallowed it whole. You're just gonna
yeah,
have
you
a
ate
really
something about the
difficult
size of a
time
baseball
after
glove without
dinner.
chewing. So
Well, that's natural. Okay.
that's the only bit where you every once you're just like, Nope, I'm
You might
good.
be constipated for a few days.
But as you guys are eating, the goblin begins to speak to you. This is our outshoot from the more savage people of the dungeon. They get a bit dangerous with all their shouty stuff of alal and all that.
Of what?
What?
Alal, it's the god of dungeons and dungeoneering.
Oh,
So he tasks
neat.
goblins and kobolds and all sorts of monstrous races to fight adventurers when
I
they
like
enter dungeons. And we're not allowed in there anymore, because we are kind of we're heretics, essentially. They won't let us in because we don't believe in following a deity that throws us at the whims of dangerous adventurers.
I mean,
I
that's
can
fair.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Questionable
the
at
point
best.
of a dungeon to be dangerous and fun and smash?
Well, that's what a lol.
Yes,
Can you spell that?
al-lal.
He's
Yeah,
Allah.
al-lal. Like,
Spell that
lol.
for me if you
Ah,
don't
la, la,
mind.
la, la.
All lol,
Um,
like all of us laugh out loud. All lol.
La, la,
yes,
la,
A-L-O-L.
AL. Oh,
Trollol.
thank you.
Gotcha. Trollol.
Right.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't mean that everyone has to.
Well, yes, so instead we follow the instruction of the elders, and they take much better care of us.
I bet.
So,
Lots
do
less
you
dying, I
worship
assume.
the elders?
No, but we do what they say. It kind of ends up at about the same thing.
So, how do you know they're correct and not this Trollolo guy?
Well, because we die less.
Fair point.
Touche.
That's helpful.
That's good. Yep. That's one. That's one. Yep.
Yep.
But anyway, so they were hoping you could all help them with a task that we've all been working on for a very long time, and it is becoming quite difficult. And
Oh.
well, they'll need to explain it. I was told not to reveal too much, but
That's fine. Take
they
us to
we have a task that we've been working on for a very long time, and they
how long?
I don't know exactly, but it wasn't.
Longer than you've been alive?
Yes, we were doing it when I was born.
That's enough. Okay.
So
How old are you?
that's also a tricky subject because we can't see the sun.
Well, how old are you? Are you young? Are you old? Are you
middle?
medium?
I'm an adult,
you-
I think.
Are you what? Are you childbearing age?
Yeah, could you make babies if you wanted to?
Or are you child producing age? Because I don't know if he's a male or a female. Or are you guys like some weird thing like the what are they
Asexual.
the water horses that
He
the
begins
males
to
get?
slowly walk backwards towards the door.
No. One moment. There's
He's not
just
hitting on you. He does not want. He
confused.
does
I
not like
don't-
you like that.
Listen. No. No. I don't do no. Not goblins. No. That's like
I
a
mean,
that's like a
not that
line.
there's anything wrong with
not
that.
that there's anything
No,
wrong.
there's something wrong.
He's now moving
There's
faster.
Guys, just follow him and shut up.
One moment.
guys.
One moment. Okay. Pause, please. Thank you. Right. Now that we've had this delicious food, and yes, chef, brilliant. Love what you did with the alligator. Oh my god, it's lovely. Could you take us to the elders, please?
Yes,
And sorry.
this way.
I'll
And
make sure I'm standing between the goblin and those guys.
and
I
he
turned-
wouldn't say anything, but he would look towards you, kind of like, "Thank you."
I turn to the ogre and I give him like 5 gold.
Oh,
he just looks at us like,
It's real.
You are supposed to bite it. That's how you know.
No, don't.
Oh well.
Oh, that was okay.
Oh,
It's
Good
real.
thing you
Does
have
it
unlimited
taste good?
gold.
That's how you know it's real.
"Mm."
Well,
It
don't.
doesn't taste good. That
swallow
means
it.
it's
Now it's
real.
all in bits.
Well, you don't
Okay.
chew it.
Yeah. That's
Well,
Just like you.
It's tradable.
Now you can share it with more than one person.
I don't think I know anybody who eats gold.
No one eats gold.
No.
Well,
you
okay.
so you go
Tough
to
to
this
ask.
man named Steve, and you give him this, and he gives you healing. That's all I know.
Okay.
So just look
That makes
for a
sense.
Steve.
He gives you.
It's very
feel-good
important. When you
juice.
get that feeling, you go to Steve's Hut of Healing.
When you get that feeling like I don't know what to do with this gold because I don't eat gold.
He just steps outside and just yells to the entire cavern, "Anyone here named Steve?"
Oh, mimic detection.
No, there are no mimics here. Not
Are
for a
there-
good distance.
Are there people named Steve here?
That is a good question.
Shit.
Even or odds?
Odds.
No, there are not.
aw.
This has prevented a long amount
Okay,
of.
can we-
This is fine.
To the elders.
Yes, to the elders.
I'd
So-
like to actually accomplish something tonight.
The cavern that you guys entered was this big kind of gap in the rocks, and you now continue down on the opposite side that you guys came in from it, down a small tunnel. That is, probably about 10 feet by 10 feet, like wide and tall, almost square, perfectly down that hallway. You can see goblins passing you, pushing little carts full of bits of stone. What are you guys typing in the chat?
Nothing.
Nothing you need to be
trained.
concerned about. We're plotting to kill every mimic possible right now. It's okay.
No.
Not the mimics, just Steve. No, we're just talking about how off the rails we are. It's all good.
Yeah, it's not.
Uh,
What
What
is
kind
yours?
of rock? Can I grab a rock?
yeah, you can grab a rock.
I grab a rock.
Okay, let's go to the elders
Oh,
Oh,
Knock,
I do this as we're walking.
you can roll perception.
Oh, we all know I'm great at perceiving stuff.
then. Is this for
I
when he
fucking
looks up
wasn't
the rock?
lying.
22.
Yeah, you are. Damn.
You do not know, I'm pretty sure, any significance of this, but the rock, it has weird, like, porous gaps in it, like little holes
pumice
in
stone?
it. Almost like pumice, but
That's-
but they're
Okay.
specifically stretched in sort of a grain. But it's definitely rock.
Lava rock.
Can I grab one more?
Well, no, it's strangely gray though, like not like lava rock, and it's like lava rock, it kind of just bubbles and is stuck there. Whereas all those little bubbles have a grain to them. They're like stretched in a certain direction.
Can I grab one more?
Yeah, you can grab another one.
Okay, I put them in the bag of holding.
Okay.
I'm starting a rock collection.
Okay.
Oh,
I
so
like
you
rocks.
pass them to me then, since I'm holding the bag of holding. I guess I'll look at the rocks.
Oh wait, you're holding the bag? I thought I was holding the bag. We have two bags of holding?
No,
No,
just
you have
one.
Just one.
one.
Oh, you're wearing.
Lucian, you can also roll perception.
I'm not gonna do as good as
Would it be history
hilarious.
or nature?
Nature could do as well.
Wait, since I
Yeah,
Yeah.
perception
I'll ta-
or nature. Each one has different things it can reveal to you.
I'll take the gamble.
Ooh.
It's not an artificial formation.
Hey.
It feels like it just like there's no like rigid edges particularly to it. So how like that's all you get. There's porous holes in it, and it appears to have formed naturally in some form, but that's it.
Interesting. In the bag.
does it taste funny?
Tastes like a rock.
Okay,
that's
you
what
say
geologists
that.
do is they lick it.
Yes, that is an actual geological test. Is the taste test?
Um,
Oh, my guy
I'm
was
not
being a
even
dumbass. I
joking.
didn't know.
Haven't you ever seen that one post that's like, science, should you lick it? And geology is the only one
Oh,
that's like, yes,
Yes.
definitely lick it.
it does not taste metallic in any way.
Be a geologist.
Okay.
Does it taste like plastic,
No.
or so it just tastes like a rock?
Yeah.
Tastes like
So it wasn't 3D printed.
It wasn't 3D
I
printed.
grabbed-
no.
I grabbed one of the two, and
Thank you.
can I like
it's a
crush it in my
jello
hand easily?
No. No, it is very solid.
Interesting.
Yeah. So as you guys continue on, you reach a small kind of organizational cavern where they've got a lot of carts that they're organizing and getting ready to get rid of, the contents. You see some goblins on like break, or prepping their pickaxes. You see this appears to be some kind of mining or tunneling operation.
Wait, they're mining here?
Well, you don't see any form of ore.
I almost thought you said miming.
No, they're not mining.
Everybody.
Instantly.
Yeah, you can't see any kind of ore that's being shipped out, just bits of rock, but like that can definitely happen in a like mining
Maybe
operation
they sell
because
the rock for beautiful topiaries.
that's
Like
possible, but
rock
they're
garden.
Rock topiary would be
most
beautiful.
of the
actually.
rock pieces are about that big, like fist sized at most. Like
That's good for
most of them
piling.
are small. Like you can't. This isn't a quarry. They're not building houses out of this stuff, probably.
Hmm.
Unless
Like
they're
an
like
amazing
grinding
little
it
rock
up.
garden. It'll be perfect.
Can I ask the
It's
goblin?
good for like when you need to make a driveway.
Can I ask the goblin what the
Gravel?
porous rock is for?
Gravel.
It's the stuff we mine out of the way to get to the thing that we're working on.
Which
Oh,
is-
Oh, is this what you've been
Ah,
working on for
and
so
that's
long?
the
The elders will
Oil.
tell you.
elder, right?
Okay.
Here, just this way, and so you continue on to another tunnel, goes for a little ways, and into a large grand area, larger than the place where they lived. It's this huge one. It's probably like 100 feet in diameter circular room with a like kind of low ceiling that like domed ceiling,
Sure.
and you can see in the center of it, taking up the most of the center, like just sort of sticking out of the ground, is this strange material that you've been seeing, kind of a circular shape that the room is kind of built around so that they can mine into it. And you say that they mined a hole into this round rock thing.
What color is it?
Kind of like a whitish gray.
Oh.
And they've mined into it, and have tunneled inside of it, and are continuing to pull out bits of rock or whatever this material is out of it. A nature check can be performed, but it has a very high threshold.
I have 0 on.
I will do the nature.
I was about to say, I'll do it. I'm actually
I am
proficient.
nature.
Yeah, hell,
I'm proficient in failed
7,
term.
13,
I guess I might as well.
11,
come on, Nat 20.
3. You got a
Not
3.
19.
Okay. Win.
It's very close.
Dang, I got a 19.
Win gets a 19, and
Close.
she would point out, finally realizing what is up, this is a petrified corpse.
Oh,
This
radical.
whole huge thing is a, like, so not the room you're inside of, but the thing that this room is built
That's
around
what it was. It
is
was
a petrified
bone,
corpse.
petrified
Those
bone.
rocks are petrified bone.
I have a bone. Ooh,
You lick
That's
the
even
bone.
cooler.
I
Oh,
licked a bone.
It tastes dusty.
that is absolutely one of the ways to tell bone.
Yeah.
So
You should always lick the bone.
You would see the goblin just like points towards the hole. He says, down in there.
what's the corpse?
Oh.
Can we not tell?
With a 19, couldn't get that. Guys,
It's her fault.
Nets, get your act straight.
Get your mind out of the gutter! Oh my
We are
god!
adults here trying to play a game. I'm just kidding.
Listen, we're all adults playing a tabletop role-playing game where we're totally mature all the time.
this is serious.
We're being streamed.
Very serious.
All we're
This is
doing
a
is going
serious
down to the
matter.
bone. I mean, really.
Yes, you have
Look,
to lick bones.
get your
sometimes
mind
to
into
find
the
out that
bone
it's
zone.
Lick bones from time to time.
So, this is the last stream we're doing because we're going to be demonetized.
The Mimic Nights has been canceled.
Oh no, not even close.
I'm so sorry. I just couldn't handle it.
I am not sorry.
So you guys are led.
Okay.
You guys are the party is led into this large thing. You can assume that because this entire large bit that you're seeing is all one bone, that this is like the skull or something like that. It's a very large piece.
It's a very large bone.
Ah,
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm just saying. That's what you said.
legitimately, can we tell what kind? Can I ask what kind of creature it is to the goblin? Trying to get us off the hole.
Yep.
It's a bone and
yeah.
You know,
He says,
foot.
the elders
Say skeleton.
seem to know what it was, but they have not told us. Well, they seem to know. I don't know absolutely if that is true, but they seem to be familiar with it.
Do you know what it is?
No.
Okay, can we talk to the elders then?
Yes,
please.
they're down in there. This way.
We've been trying so hard to get us to talk to the elders, and we're like,
And we're just like, oh,
And we're 12-year-olds.
look
It's
at
true.
this glowing mushroom.
we're just like running around eating shit.
Oh my god, please just come talk to the elders. And we're like,
So if we were the Willy Wonka children, I'd be kicked out first. I just everything.
I would have been the first kid murdered.
Oh my god. We are
I'd
all
be-
accused to Skloop. Oh my god, we are.
Oh
We
my
just eat everything we come across.
You
Yes.
guys enter into it, and
Even
you
bones.
are inside of the skeleton. It is a giant
Fossil.
semi-spherical space, turning about like parallel with kind of what is the odd floor to you guys. Off to the right is a singular giant hole that just opens up into Earth, like natural Earth, not bone Earth, and
Fossil, save Fossil, please.
okay.
I'm gonna stop looking at the cameras. I'm just gonna turn that off and
So this is going to be a text-only stream now,
This-
guys.
Oh no, this is fine.
This is for sure a skull, because you can see
Ooh.
pointed
So that's like an eye socket?
that way. Yeah, that was an eye socket over there. You can see an area like that is walled off with fossilized earth, that would be like where the brain is stored, and you can see the gigantic mouth off in another direction, and also what might appear to be like joints, like the connection to joints to the skull.
Like a jaw?
So how big is this?
Like, so it, like the space you guys are inside of is like 100 feet diameter,
Inside of.
How tall is it?
and
Like,
you see
Oh dear lord, this is monstrous.
just scattered around kind of randomly these points where it seems like some kind of like shoulder socket attaches to the skull.
Like
How
no
tall-
neck?
Like how many of them?
Hundreds of them.
Hundreds of.
Oh, behold.
is it
Hundreds
one
of
eye
necks?
socket or two eye socket?
One eye socket.
Okay. How tall is it? Like, am I hitting my head?
Oh no.
No, it's
I'm
a huge
about
cavern
7.
inside. Like there's tons of space.
So we're getting the idea that it is a large circular skull.
Yes.
Is this where the elders are?
You see over in the corner two robed, tall, about like 7 foot tall robed
Oh shit!
figures.
They're my height.
yeah, they're my height.
They are definitely not your physique though. Like they appear to be quite like not extremely
Spindly?
skinny, but kind of spindly. Yeah, a little bit. And they're there. They've got their hands together, their arms and hands completely obscured by like really long robes.
Oh, they're doing that thing where they
Yeah,
put
that-
the
yeah,
ropes together
yeah.
so that it looks like they're
Um,
just doing this.
and
they're
their
really-
hood reaches over entirely enshrouding their face.
Of
It
course.
is held apart as if like they have like one of those like straw Chinese hats underneath it, so it's like held outward to
Patsy
spread it
style.
out. And you
they're
see
not
two of them.
Minecraft
Can Lucian make an Arcana check? Because I'm pretty sure
to
the
identify what?
player knows what kind of skull this is. Because I'm pretty sure the player has an idea.
Yeah, you can roll Arcana and yeah, or
Roll it.
history.
history.
Yeah, it's true.
Can I do one of those, like a nature check or
6
something?
to one, half dozen the other. So
Nature is that opportunity has passed. A 10 does not reveal anything relevant.
and
Cap
18
Jack rolled
Arcana.
18.
18 Arcana.
What about no, not religion? I'm guessing.
You,
Better question.
Lucian
Can I
cannot,
tell you my thought?
and
then
Lucian cannot confirm 100% what this is, but he can confirm for sure it used to be extremely powerful magically.
Oh well, I can tell that, and I'm not even in the skull.
Can I?
No, you
Can
are.
I-
Everyone has proceeded
No, I
down
meant-
inside.
I meant me.
Oh,
Can I? Can I walk up to the lanky people?
yes.
I walk up to them, and I'm in just normal comment. I'm like, "Hi."
Hello.
Are you the elders?
Yes, we are.
What is this beast?
And they kind of like look at each other silently for just a second, then they look back to you.
The thing we're standing in.
It
What is it?
long ago was a beholder.
Okay.
We're standing in a
Why-
bloody beholder. This is
Why are we-
monstrous.
The greatest one to ever live.
Why are we here?
Huh.
We are mining for something extremely precious.
No, I know that's why you're here, but why did you call us?
Frankly,
We're not miners. We're not miners.
Yeah, we are adults.
I'm a dwarf.
She's a
frankly,
miner.
my goblins here are not strong enough to break through the final barrier. A barrier that is both physical and magical at the same time.
There we go.
So you called us all the way over here
I'm a magical dwarf.
You've traveled
to
at most.
break a wall.
You've traveled at most a quarter mile.
You
It's
understand?
taken us minutes
That's a.
to get
That's a. That's a. You know, numbers
Minutes
are
in
not my
game,
strong-
hours in real life, because of
You
You
how
know,
we
numbers.
are.
Numbers are not my strong suit. So we're here to break down a wall. That's all I needed. Where's the wall?
Show us
Do
the
you have
wall.
any
We
magic
break it.
pickaxes?
This-
I can
this
use
way.
that.
And they both lead all of you, as if you will follow, into
Oh yeah, I follow.
a deeper chamber. You pass through what definitely was the brain, but the brain remained petrified, and so they have had to tunnel through that. You can see the waves, the grains, and the wrinkles of the brain matter.
Are there pieces of it on the ground?
Yeah, they've cleaned up as much as they could because you'll be able to actually get through. But yeah, there's little bits.
I want a fist-sized rock. Can I
Yeah.
have a fist-sized
Yeah.
rock of beholder brain? I lick it.
Does he get smarter?
That one, I'm gonna need you to roll a willpower save, a wisdom save. That's-
Wisdom save?
Yes, wisdom
I was
save.
gonna take a bite of it.
Oh,
I'm
do I
guessing
have,
should not do that.
Do I have something?
As this is happening, like kind of off screen and whatnot, I'm lecturing the tall, lanky elders about how they should eat right and do physical activity so they can be as big as me.
Oh,
one,
no.
a total one, not a natural one, but a total one.
That was a natural 2, baby.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, well that's better than
So
Is it though?
It's
Is
better
it
than
though?
a
Persistent
total
rage.
Failure.
Persistent rage.
so
Do
you
I don't
like
have persistent rage.
lick it, and you don't really know why, but you also bite down on it a little bit and pull off just a little bit of powder, like you scrape a bit off. And just for a second, everyone is gone. You don't see anyone. What you see is what everything looked like inside of this creature when it was alive. You are currently writhing around inside the mass of its brain. You can see, kind of, if you look hard, you can see through the flesh and outside to a landscape of horror. You can see it flying above a city, just demolishing and incinerating everything. You see a army of dragons allying up with other races
And cats.
to fight against it and not standing a chance and just being obliterated. That is
I
what
throw
you
a rock at
experience while you are spasming on the floor.
Oh, hello, kitty. Oh.
Has,
Oh my
has
gosh.
the elders reacted to my
that's
lecture?
exactly what we needed.
No, they're paying attention to the much more important thing of the very large guy is spasming on the floor.
Oh, I see that. I run over towards Krunk, and what do I see on him? Do I see that thing in his hand
Yeah.
or whatever?
You see he's gripping it so much that he's drawing blood from his hand.
Oh, that's
I
not
start-
good.
I slap him very hard to wake him up.
Okay, Crunch,
No,
you can make another wisdom save.
Because I have a -1.
So that's a total of a 5. you do not notice that at all. You are so no matter how like boisterous your character is, this is somewhat horrifying. Because this creature at its height of power was capable of splitting its concentration and committing not just mass atrocities, but also minor atrocities all at the same time. It committed mass genocide of a city within a minute, but each person received individual special attention.
Oh, that's not right.
And you experience a lot of this kind of rush through your mind over the course of about a minute, and then you begin to wake back up.
Can I try to pry that thing out of his hand while he's going through all that, trying to...
Yeah, no, as soon as you like slip it out of his hand just like clenches closed. Yeah. Both of the...
Well, I guess during that minute, what is happening to him?
He shouldn't have done that.
What's happening?
Clearly,
This is
what
we
is
get for licking
happening to
rocks,
him?
people.
I take my axe out.
The dust of the great beholder's brain has quite adverse effects to all mortal creatures. Mining through here took years.
All right, let's circle back to the moment you just said mortal creatures. Now, what exactly are you?
Immortal creatures.
More specifically, perhaps?
No.
You're
How can we
no.
trust you? Why would we help you if you're not even gonna trust us to like?
Can I insight check this?
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt they're
yeah,
lying.
Knock, would you feel that it's fair that you would get disadvantage because you're kind of focused on Crunk?
Yeah,
I
I'm
rolled
kind
a
of I'm
23.
inside on them because I'm upset that they're not helping.
Win gets a 23 on insight though, so that's gonna be helpful. But yeah, everyone. So 14 from Knock. Lucian gets a 13, and
Nice.
20.
yeah, it is very obvious to Win and Denise that they definitely are not bothered by this. Like, their only concern by the fact that Crunk is flipping out on the floor is that it's slowing down them getting onto what they want to do. Like, they're not very concerned about him getting hurt. They're just like,
Of course.
this is in the way. This is slowing us down.
Why did he have to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then they say, all right, as a show of good faith, we will help him. And one of them waves his robed hand over Crunk's face.
I want to
and
get
kind
a
of-
really good look at that hand when he does it.
No, it's like it
All right.
drapes over. And Crunk, you
He's
like,
got-
and your mind like focuses currently. Most like there's still some like traumatic effect left over, but most of all that crappy stuff that just went through your head has been like shoved into the back of your head forcefully. Like, you're not being allowed to think about it because else it would be pretty bad.
I asked Crunk what happened.
What happened?
I don't know. I lick rock and I don't know.
Do you need
I'm
a
on the
moment?
floor.
No, seriously.
Are
You
you
were
okay?
convulsing. It was not pretty. Are
You were
okay?
shaking.
Seriously.
You're kidding with me. You're
No. I don't kid you. You
went down hard, man.
Like, you would
You
register
almost,
actual concern on Lucian's face for probably the first time ever.
Oh, he cares.
what happened? I don't know what happened.
You-
I fell down.
well,
you
He
ate
is-
this, and I
he
show him
wants to
that
eat-
gray matter,
I licked
and
the
then I
rock.
show him
Yes.
his hand.
It looks
And
like
then
you
I
took
show
a
him his
bite
bleeding
out
hand.
of it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you can see the like white mark of the powdering where his teeth went across the rock. One of the elders steps forward and interjects. he is not capable of comprehending what happened to him. The memories will return naturally to allow him to process them in a more controlled manner.
So basically,
this
you're
stuff
probably gonna have
available?
some wacky ass dreams for a while, man.
Is this stuff flammable? Like, I have a tinder pouch. If I was to light it on fire, will the thing in my hand?
No, it is definitely not flammable. It is rock.
I was about
The
to say, I
brain
feel like
matter?
that would have made it a lot easier to get through it if
Uh,
that was the case.
anyone who wants to can roll an Arcana check.
You know, wait, let me click on my
17.
character. That's about pretty good for
I
now.
get the highest. Oh, no, I didn't get
Knock got a
Knock got the
5.
highest. Yeah. Oh. Or,
Denise.
no, okay. Denise got the highest.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Denise got 17. There is, like, when they speak, there's something odd about their voice. Their voice echoes in an unnatural way. Like, it echoes as if they were in a cavern, similar to where you're at, but just a bit wrong.
More
Like, you're in
cavern.
kind of a stuffy spot. Like, it's not a very big tunnel you guys are going through the brain. And it's still the echoes a bit oddly.
Interesting.
I asked him what are they? What are you?
We are seekers
say
of knowledge.
immortal. What are you?
We are seekers of
great.
knowledge.
I believe we're at what we would call an impasse at the moment.
You know, I don't
would
think
love
that
to
I
work
care
with
what they
you.
are.
I would truly love to work with you. I like knowing who I'm working with.
We
It's,
just helped your friend.
I'm aware of that, and I definitely appreciate it.
We could undo it.
We're
See,
about
that's the wrong way to take this discussion.
Please
Let's
help us
back
with
it up.
this task. And
what are we
What are we getting-
uncovering? What are we breaking down for you? Like, to find? What are you finding?
information is precious. We will give it to you, but be aware that we expect you to help us.
Yep.
We expect for you to understand that it was very difficult for us to ascertain the information we are giving you. To at least appreciate, though it may take merely a few words to explain that there is great gravity to what we say.
Well, how about this? How about you tell us on the way down?
This is pleasing.
Perfect. Shall we then?
As you proceed, they say, we have sought for knowledge. We have come to believe that beholders have an innate knowledge to them. As they grow, their mind subconsciously attracts wisdom, folklore, and research that it has never encountered. Subconsciously, they attract information on a grand scale, and as they grow more powerful, they grow to acquire more knowledge. We'd at first hoped that we could excavate the knowledge out of the fossilized brain, but it proved to be impossible.
I can see why.
But then we found something almost as good. In the lowest chamber, there is an egg.
An egg.
You're gonna grow a beholder and try to, I'm assuming, contain it somehow so that you can acquire its knowledge?
If it were raised in a peaceful environment, there is no reason that it would become vile.
Can I
All
have a beholder pet?
Oh.
the history that we have researched indicates that all beholders come from the same place, and that they were passed on their malicious intent by whatever their origin was, and that they pass it on to their children.
Okay.
This one could be a fresh start.
And what's your backup plan?
A young beholder, although we would not be...
You don't want to do that.
Yes, we would not be excited to execute it. If
Well,
absolutely
you don't seem
necessary,
excited.
we would. But we
Okay.
intend to raise it in a peaceful environment, one in which it would know no need, nor
Yes,
pain,
sir.
and therefore never grow any resentment.
Mm,
You're trying to see if you can break nature with nurture.
Hopefully. We are,
There's a whole line of
Very good
study
at
on
that.
that.
all right. Well,
as you would see, with the goblins.
It doesn't work all the time.
No, it does not. But
That's what an experiment is for.
all
you never
right,
succeed if you don't try.
Well, and how far away are you going to do this from?
Very.
You know. Okay.
We plan
All right. Yeah. I'll help you
to...
then.
We have multiple plans in place.
Okay.
We are hopefully going to project it into another plane. One designed for its care, specifically.
What's your names?
We do not have names.
Can I call one of you Frank and one of you George?
You may call us whatever you please.
You better
Easy
hope we
enough.
don't
Okay.
call you
Whatever you
Greg.
please.
And at that moment, you guys would enter into the final
You
chamber.
Like,
You would
enter
see-
Ellen Powell.
This room, it feels very much like a real room. There's a area around this sort of water pool, it feels like. But the water is slightly yellowish tinged and only about that thick. And it hovers in a layer. So there's this pool in the center of the room, but the water is only that thick. And it hovers there and it ripples up and down. And below it you see empty air down into a little holding space with a egg that the surface of it's like objectively is just a natural kind of slightly brownish yellowish tinged egg in a regular egg shape, just about that large.
Yeah.
But-
yeah.
Your mind, your soul innately knows that that is not a regular egg, that it is special.
It's
you-
a bad
Your
egg.
That's no moon.
your brain
Incredible edible egg.
begins to play tricks of light, and for a second it you're just like, it's something that's special has to be more shiny or more or larger or more transparent or something, and your mind just keeps playing little tricks on you, just screaming at you that it's special.
Don't like that. Okay.
Good thing I don't listen to my mind.
That's where it gets you. That's where it gets you.
This is the barrier.
Where do
So
I
you need us to
smash?
break through the, what's it called?
And
Placenta?
what
We
is
need to
in
break
it
the
for
water.
us?
What
We
do
haven't come to
what
that
do we
point
get?
yet.
Yeah, what do we get from this also? I mean, other than knowing that there's a beholder dragon growing somewhere.
Well, there are several
Baby beholder.
advantages that we can give you. Firstly, the
Such-
extraction of the beholder from here prevents it from hatching naturally. If it does, it will consume what remains of its parent's brain and inherit
Oh no.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah.
the disgust for other species that its parent had. We don't want that to happen.
Does the
So-
baby beholder have to eat the brain, though?
That
in
will
order
be
to
its
live?
no. But that will
Okay.
be its instinct.
How do you know?
Study. We are the keepers of knowledge.
What
I
do
guess
we get,
someone
like,
somewhere has
physically?
encountered
We're,
that.
we're getting to
Like,
the what we get. part.
Recorded
We
it.
are
Like-
aware of your monetary situation. So we can't
Yeah.
aid
Just
you
offer
in
us
that
money.
way. But having us as allies would be extremely advantageous.
Can you fight?
In what way?
We are
I
not
feel-
keen to fight, though we can if we
Right.
must.
I feel like this is more of a.
You
if we are
seem
stuck-
more of a sneaky work in the background type to me, if I was to guess.
More than
To
anything,
put it very crudely.
we can answer questions.
offense.
If you
Most
so
Questions that you could have, we can answer.
if you're so
Where's my
smart,
mom?
Oh, that's a good one.
If you help us with this,
Mm-hmm.
the Archkeeper, the head of our order, will grant you 5 questions.
Each?
One for each of us.
No, 1 for each.
No one's ever that generous.
can I ask you a question real quick, Greg? George, whatever the fucking name is.
Is his name Greg?
No.
I think this one's
No.
you.
If you're so if you're so
This is
good with the brain, why don't you just take it down yourself?
The parent knew that we were seeking it. This magic
They
is
warded against you personally.
specifically designed
I like
to
it.
prevent us from entering. Even if you retrieve the egg, we will not be able to enter into that chamber.
So,
So-
curiosity. If it eats the brain of something, it then takes on those traits. Just
No, it is.
I'm
it is
curious now.
specifically its natural cycle. For a beholder to wake up upon being hatched and consume the brain of its parent. That is not a normal thing it does the rest of its life.
What will you
well,
feed?
no. That's my question. If it woke up and say devoured a goblin brain, what would it do?
It wouldn't be concerned with brain matter at that point. The natural course is to eat its parent's brain. Anything else is just food.
Specifically, its parent.
Oh, I see.
I
I
think
see.
is what
So it
I'm saying, like,
instinctively
it wouldn't
knows what the
care.
parent is and what is not. Got it.
Yes. Well,
It was a clarification.
It is to be born in this chamber.
Unless it's not, which
Yes.
is the entire point.
Yes.
Okay. So how do we break through that?
We
What
have
does it
attempted
take?
to use goblins to break through the barrier, but they have failed. Passage requires mental grit. An
So,
acumen that the
Nock
goblins
and
have failed at so far.
Well, I will.
you-
Lucian can. I
But
go up to
also at the
Lucian.
same time requires physical
Yes,
presence
yes.
of mind. The ability to, while your mind is being assailed, to continue to physically push through the barrier.
That's a bit more of a loss for me then.
I feel like I have both of those.
Our plan
Considering
Poke it with a stick.
is to you poke it with a stick. It is entirely like so it is rippling, very slow, large ripples.
Yeah.
But
That's
like
gross.
the stick slides across it like smooth glass as if it were a complete solid.
Okay.
yeah. Don't like that.
A person's flesh, specifically a being possessing a soul, can slowly push through the material as if it were an extremely viscous liquid. But while they do so,
Fluid?
they will be mentally
wanna.
assaulted.
Ah.
Can we smash it down?
No. Our method, our planned method, was to combine the strengths of multiple individuals. Take the body of one strong and the mind of one intelligent and push through.
Would it be like wisdom saving or
Intelligent.
intelligent or
Save.
what?
Both.
This is gonna
Hmm.
be messy.
Can you combine?
Oh, dear.
So, are you gonna like combine
I'm
all
good at both.
of us into one person? Like, you gonna like meld us into some weird thing?
Not physically.
You know, that's an interesting question you pose there.
Is it?
We cannot do 5 people. At absolute most, we could do 3.
Maybe you can't.
We do not
What?
know what you are getting at.
You think he
First,
will do
mimic
that?
detection.
No, there are no mimics,
Yeah.
and in fact, the mimics that you do have with you don't like this place. They're not physically like trying to run from it or hurt by it, but they don't like it. They
we agree
they would
on
rather
something.
leave if possible.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Can I ask Lucian if he's good with knowing magic, like a mimic?
Oh, excellent at that, yes. To a degree. To a degree. Let's be very clear.
If
Um,
if you are going to do this, pick your volunteers.
I can volunteer for muscle.
well,
I
we
have.
need to talk a bit more. Here's the thing. One, assurances, one way or another, we can figure out exactly how the assurance works, whether it's magically binding or such, that this beholder won't get turned on us later, or you.
Hmm.
That is difficult. We have a form of how do you put it? The something to be lost if we were to backstab you.
You see, you don't give me much confidence. Like, you can understand for some reason, out of all the stupidity Nock brings, strategy is a thing he can get. Why would you say that? Like, why would you say you could even try to backstab us?
Well, that is what
No,
the tiefling
that's what I'm
suggested.
suggesting. It is honestly what I'm suggesting. It's not personal. It's how do we know you're not going to raise a beholder and rain fire and death upon us later? It's just a
This is my
precaution, really.
assurance. And he pulls out of his robe a cylinder, a metal cylinder. It's about that long, that around, smooth, maybe silver, but it's not that shiny. And it holds it up, not handing it to anyone. This is precious to me. This is my child.
Oh.
If we agree, this shall be the balance.
Can
I
I
understand.
like telepathically talk to or try to get to the mimicking from here or no?
It would be very difficult, but you could.
Would it be as difficult for me?
No,
Yeah.
probably. So you can roll a mental stat of your choice, but not as a save, as a flat mental stat roll. So that is charisma, wisdom, or intelligence.
Oh, good. I can roll charisma.
Oh, do you want to? Yeah, you do it. You're the dude with the thing.
And just on top of that, whoever's doing it also, because of where you are, roll a wisdom save too. Or no, actually intelligence. I think it's
Holy
intelligence.
crap.
So a
That's
natural
nat
20
20.
on the communication, so you will be able to talk to the Mimic King, but then roll an intelligence save on top of that.
Intelligence save.
12. Okay. So you actually have like a direct phone call to the Mimic King.
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
So, we're having a bit of an interesting negotiation. I wanted to get your input if that was all right.
Yes.
So we're negotiating with. Actually, I don't know, and that's part of the concern. We're inside the skull of a, frankly, monstrous beholder. Long dead, fossilized. They want us to pull an egg out for them since they can't. And
Oh, you found Nigel,
I'm sorry, Nigel.
the beholder.
Why
Oh,
does everyone have horrible names?
how dare you?
That's
Nigel's
my.
a wonderful
That
name.
is my joke. That is what makes me happy playing these games. Is trying to think of the most horrifying, ultra powerful creature ever, and then I'm going to call it
And
Nigel.
then naming it Nigel.
Yeah, smashing. Now all I can think of is Nigel Thornberry on a beholder. Oh, okay. Now I love it. Okay, so Nigel. All right. Yes. Apparently we did.
He's dead, isn't he?
Yes.
Thoroughly.
Okay, good. He was a jerk.
I can imagine.
I mean, considering his name.
So, whoever they are, they call themselves the Keepers of Knowledge. Not sure if you're familiar.
Hmm.
The Arc Holder.
Ooh. Gotcha.
Okay, so they're very smart, and
I would hope. I wouldn't want a bunch of
if you're
stupid
lucky,
keepers of knowledge.
they won't know what this means. Greg. And then you can't hear him anymore.
Oh.
Do we all hear the Mimicking say this, or
Nope,
just
just
me?
Lucian. Why don't you please roll me a charisma save to control your facial expressions? 19. That will
Everyone?
do. You have complete control. You can appear however you want.
Through that entire thing that I was doing?
Yes.
All right, so basically it's just going to be kind of like tuned out, like I'm like half paying attention, just kind of like
Mm-hmm.
just deadpanning it the whole time.
Okay, so are you going to tell us to Greg?
Well, so
All of
we
you,
have the
can you
guarantee of the
please roll
child.
intelligence saves?
Oh.
Oh, I'm dead if it's an intelligence.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh,
Damn it.
Oh.
so Denise gets a nat 20, and then Crunk gets a nat 1.
Appropriate.
I got a 7.
We're on character even with our rolls. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Knock would also have failed, because that's a 7.
Oh, I would assume so.
And the 15 from Win would have been fine.
Yay.
And Lucian, actually, yeah, you don't need to.
Okay.
They would all of a sudden just like go into combat stances, like very like they don't seem to be like, oh, we're gonna get him. They're more like, oh crap, we've got to get out of here. And one of them holds up his hand, and the entire
Fucking
room
Greg.
fills with
Oh.
yellow
Oh,
spores.
I go into a rage. When he
Can I
does that,
cast
go
a
into
spell
rage.
magic?
Uh,
have
you would
that?
be able to sense that that is not actually magical.
Oh, okay.
The entire room is obscured with spores. And
Oh, gross.
you guys can't see. It's like a fog cloud.
It doesn't matter. I'm in a rage now.
Okay, yeah,
Except
you're
fucking
raging.
Greg, I'm in a rage.
Can I moonbeam
and-
immediately?
You can. So
Where
as
they were?
I would want to fireball at the
yeah,
same time.
so what do you guys get off before they do what they're doing? Because they're shoot that off and then they're doing something else. They
Am I
shoot that
close
off
enough
before
to-
anything happens, and now you guys get to shoot your stuff off.
Am I close enough to
Fireball.
swing at them?
No, not that. Not that one.
You
This one.
can be close enough.
Hold
That is
on.
your choice, but you will be struck by any
This
AoE
one.
attacks.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna take my swings.
Sorry.
Okay.
Moonbeam.
So
Oh,
mine
yeah.
is
That's a
Sacred
roll.
Flame.
Yeah, no.
I accidentally clicked the wrong thing
Oh, okay, got it.
first, but this is Sacred Flame.
Okay. All right, they will do their saves real quick.
Oh,
That's
I
a
have
fail
the-
for sure, and that's also a
Well-
fail for sure. So they both take 14
Will I have
damage,
to save?
Awesome.
and then Constitution saves from Denise. Is that correct?
Why is this?
Mhm.
Oh, that's why.
Okay.
I was definitely talking. I was
Yeah,
muted.
that's right.
Oh,
Yeah, I messaged in the chat that you were muted.
I saw that just now. I'm like,
One of them succeeds against you. So one of them is going to take
16.
One
30
takes 16.
damage, and one
And
takes
one takes.
Oh,
I thought it was if it fails, it takes all of
Yeah.
it, but if it succeeds,
Yeah,
it
but
takes
they
half.
must be vulnerable
So
to radiant.
No,
Yeah,
because I'm
'cause-
combining both of them. So I
Oh.
got four. They both
Oh.
get hit by 14, and then one. No, yeah, and then one succeeds and one fails at the 16. So one of them gets hit by 30, and then one of them gets
Oh, I
hit by 14.
13 plus 14. So
And then they make
27.
another
There.
dex save.
There.
No.
Well, I have to
or is
make a
it rolled
dex
into the
save.
same deck save, or
No, it'll be a new one.
Well, I
Okay.
have to make a dex save
That's
for
a
that.
fail for sure.
7.
Yes, you do have to make a dex
well,
save.
yeah, I was saying as well that I was going to strike as well.
Okay, then you make a dex save, and then both
come
of
on,
you
y'all,
guys are gonna
beat
get
15.
attacks.
Beat 15.
Yeah.
I have an
So-
advantage since I'm
Nice.
on air now. Is that it, or is it strength checks?
Both of you should have advantage because you can see this threat.
Oh, okay.
So, of course,
Damn it.
Stan succeeds on that one. Knock fails.
It's
So
okay,
you
I
got
take 11. Anyways, I'm raging. I'm resistant to fire
yeah. So
Oh,
then
sweet.
and everything besides.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
you'll both take half of that. So that's yeah. So
11.
11 for Knock, and then half for Crunk. But
Up
you
or
can't
down, though?
regenerate that this
Oh,
turn
right,
because
it's
that's
fire.
fire damage.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fire
Um,
damage, so I can't regenerate it, but it's
So I get
5 for me or 6?
Sorry.
yeah, it's 5. Because it's wait, it's. Are you resistant to fire when you rage?
He shouldn't be actually.
Are you?
'Cause he's a
Plus, I'm
berserker.
piercing and slashing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am a berserker though.
Yeah. The berserker gets those ones. It's the totem
totem.
one that gets even more. So no,
Okay,
you're
yeah,
good.
yeah.
You're good. So
All right, so 5 points.
after, oh no, now you guys attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Oh, right.
I get 2 swings.
Yep.
I'm gonna reckless with
Yep.
both of them.
Actually, yeah. Do that.
Yeah,
do that.
This is a full attack round, right?
Fuck 'em up.
It is. Yeah,
Okay, well then, yeah.
That's a 24 and a 23.
that'll both hit.
Nice.
That is 19 plus the rage damage, which is at a +3, correct?
Sweet. Yeah.
So 19, 20, 21 on the first hit, and then a 16 plus 3 plus 19 for the second hit. So 21 plus 19 for that round.
Yeah.
On just
Damn.
to one of
40.
them.
And Crunk, what do you get?
Okay, so we're gonna go.
Are you going for the other one?
Real quick, let
I'm
Knock.
looking-
What did you set your axe to?
Oh,
To be
yeah.
truly honest, since I didn't know what would be the biggest threat for me, I would assume because I have to pick something specific, don't I?
Yes, specific as like goblins, humans.
Sure, I'll go with that. I'll go with Goblin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the damage you get off, Crunk?
Me,
Crunk is rage an 18.
That will hit.
And we'll roll that for 20 damage.
Sweet.
And then 23
Nice.
Oh, we are all just
for
like,
another 10.
Nice. Okay.
And do I get.
yeah, you're.
So I think it's safe to assume that we've done about 60 damage to each one.
Yeah, no, you
Well,
guys have done a
Almost.
ton of damage.
Frenzy.
But was it enough?
I was definitely frenzied rage. That's what I was looking for. I was trying to find my. So
Numbers.
as my bonus action, I'm gonna take yet another attack.
Okay.
Is that
Um,
necessary?
It doesn't matter.
Always.
Everything's necessary
Okay.
when you're raging.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when it's raging, yeah.
Okay, that's
And
fair.
then bonus action attack 16
That will hit.
for 14 more.
There you go.
Cool.
Okay, so basically what I want to roll is how much is there left for you to identify.
Oh,
Oh, okay. What am I? What
Based
am I
on
rolling
what you
for
guys
this?
did, I'm not thinking very much.
'Cause
Like,
On one or both of them?
sacred flames,
hang on.
axes.
Um,
moonbeam.
okay, one of them is
Salty earth.
mulch. Like,
Good.
nothing you're gonna get from there.
Their
like-
father's father.
If you hadn't seen them before, you wouldn't have known that they were wearing clothes. Like you're like robe, flesh,
Been there
bone,
before.
whatever.
Were they actually
Jeez,
immortal?
we just freaking obliterated them.
The other one
You
has
said
been
they weren't good
more
at fighting.
focused. I'm gonna liberally distribute it out because it doesn't matter. They're both dead. So one of them was mostly spells, like he's mulched, fire, holy
Poison. Don't
incinerated.
forget poison.
Yeah, poisoned on top of that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh
Poison.
my
I didn't
God.
even roll for it.
The other one had his right arm chopped off. His left leg, right below the knee, was chopped off, and then
Just but a flesh wound.
two weapons coming together cut him in half
Oh,
at the waist.
Yeah.
Can I
That's
reveal
the
his
si-
face?
oh, an Axe 5. That's
Yes,
amazing.
I want to see its face.
Yeah, I go over and I reveal his face.
Show me a mind flare.
So what you see is a mushroom. The robe holds it out. Was held out by a mushroom cap. The face comes down,
I
and
did
then
not
you
see that
see
coming.
the tentacles
knock.
of a mind flayer.
Oh, okay.
As well.
Oh, okay.
This
Mushroom
is
flare?
my own creation of a spore flare.
Oh.
Ah.
Thanks, I,
I like
hate
it.
it.
So how much of an overkill did we get?
Oh,
'Cause
we're
I think
saying
40
How much HP do they have?
I'm not telling you.
Yeah, I must say, yeah.
I just
Because
want
we're
to
gonna run to them
how much
again
I-
probably now.
We
Whoops.
we
Can you
Can
fucked
you at
them
least
up.
give
That's
us like
all
a
that matters.
ballpark? Did we do like
Well-
a third more damage than necessary, or like?
So then we'll figure it out. No, it's fine.
Oh.
Can my guy drag one of the
Okay,
like?
so
the
now let's
body
do the
that-
effect of that spore cloud.
Yeah.
Because it didn't actually do the thing it does, which is
Okay.
It
again.
didn't dissipate when they died.
No. You all roll a intelligence save.
Why
no.
intelligence every time?
Do I have
21.
anything since I ate that mushroom? Do I have like any kind of like?
Oh
advantage?
yeah.
That would
Like,
probably.
I ate the mushroom.
You don't want me
Wouldn't
to
it be-
do anything with that because it would just make it harder. Probably.
I was about to say, wouldn't that make it harder?
It doesn't matter to me anymore. I roll.
no.
Advantage. I meant
I
to do.
Oh,
roll
no.
Yeah. So that's
That's a natural
that should
one.
that's a natural one. Okay. So everyone who got 10 or lower failed,
No.
Woo!
and
Yeah, the barbarian.
you're going
So
to
the majority of
beneath.
us.
you're going to take 70 psychic damage.
I'm sorry, how much?
7-0.
Like
7-0.
That's a problem.
Uh,
I'm out. I'm unconscious.
Let's see. Psychic.
I'm
Okay.
dead.
oh no.
Wait,
That
how
did,
much
did
health?
that double you up?
Are like
Oh,
the
no.
dead?
I have 45 max.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Okay, no,
it's
so
you're
you're
not
fine.
double
If
me.
it hit you
Twice
for
here.
if it hit you for 90, then you would
All
be
right.
actually dead.
So
Did we still,
when
hang on. I'm gonna ask a question real quick. Did
Yeah.
we still have these temporary hit points that I have on my page that are here?
no, because that was from
Why
your good sleep like 2 days ago.
Okay, I couldn't
Um,
remember.
Wait.
Didn't
I actually have 18 temporary hit points. Let me do math real quick.
Well, that's what I
Because
was
we
looking
killed
at.
2 creatures.
Yeah. Oh, you could wait. Did
The
you
warlock thing.
You didn't kill either of them.
Oh,
The fireball
never mind.
struck. It was like the second thing to hit.
Okay.
Denise and Win,
0 hit.
you guys see. So real quick. So let's go. The people who failed, you guys see all of a sudden the spores begin to like razor blade and slash your skin, blood pouring out everywhere, and you guys fall to the ground. Denise and Win, you guys see them start looking at their hands as if something strange is happening to them, but there's nothing happening to them. And they fall to the ground crying about some imaginary wound.
Okay. I have spell.
Uh,
Can I do mass healing word?
oh, you have mass. Okay.
Yeah, I do, baby.
I will say you somehow found the only thing I'm not resistant to.
Oh, I read the book. I know.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Jeez.
Psychic is turbo dangerous.
Okay.
Those who are up can roll Arcana.
Okay.
I cannot.
Can I roll Arcana even though I'm dead?
15?
Nope.
No,
No,
you're
just
not
the
up.
people
So,
up.
Me?
Only people who are up can roll.
Yeah. A 15 and Win,
I don't have.
even if you're not trained.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 15, this is an illusion.
Oh.
They
I
think
kind of
they're
assumed.
dying. They genuinely think they're dying, and you're pretty sure there's not a way that you could convince them otherwise. But
Yeah.
they're fine. Like physically, nothing is happening to them.
So we can't cure them.
We can't just
No,
like.
you can't
slap
heal
the shit
them
out of
because
them,
they're not
like,
hurt.
Ba-ba.
Oh, so I didn't
Uh,
actually take 70.
Can I
points.
dispel magic?
No, I was lying to you.
It's not magic though. It's spores, right?
An illusion is magic, though.
Can I?
It
Yeah.
Because I mean, we both
well,
have dispel
no,
magic.
so it's not necessary. No, better put, it's a delusion, not an illusion.
Ah,
Fuck.
So it's more of
This
a
is the
brain
worst
hoodie
trip.
than a...
Yeah, it's the worst
I
trip.
gotta say, out of all the tours I've taken, this is definitely the worst.
Yeah,
lesser restoration.
What? Can you read me
I
the
can
rules of
cure
that?
a disease or condition.
This seems like a
Can I
Um,
do a medicine?
medicine
check?
would be able to tell you if that will work, or if it'll just
Okay.
bounce off doing nothing.
21.
Uh,
Medicine.
When I
this
have
is a fungal infection.
lesser restoration, so,
So,
that'd be
curing a
Whoops.
disease should fix it.
okay.
Awesome.
Okay, I cast that, and
Does it
it's
work on
touch,
everyone?
one per person. How many people are down right now?
3.
Yeah.
Oh, I can only do 2. Moonbeam was the
Hmm.
same. Oh, I could pass it at
if
third
only
level.
we had
higher
an
level
extra
spell?
potion.
Will
Okay.
the potions work? It's not healing though. You
rest.
don't have to heal them.
Well, if necessary, we have the potion of rest. So,
Okay, so I cast lesser restoration on. I don't even know It's Capjack,
It's
Yeah.
Capjack and the barbarians.
and Crunk. Okay,
Yeah.
so I go and I touch all of them, and I do lesser restoration.
Okay.
2 at second level, 1 at third level. So I'm burning all my high level
Please.
spell slots.
Who gets the third level
I'm
one?
sorry.
You do.
Who is more alive?
Aw.
Yeah, no, and it takes a couple seconds, but you guys begin to like look and realize that that's not real. That's not real at all. Never was.
Did we
What is
actually,
happening to me today?
Not okay. I
did
am
we actually take
absolutely
that
not
in?
alright with that.
No, we
I
don't
look
take
around
the-
like, am I
Ah.
actually bleeding?
Oh,
No,
No,
you were not
you're not
bleeding. The
bleeding.
only person who's bleeding is Krunk because he cut his hand before.
When are
Oh.
my nipples still here? I gave you permission to look. Are they okay?
Yes, they're definitely there. Definitely there. Perky as ever, friend.
Alright, so
Can I?
did
Don't
I
stop
see them
rubbing.
die before this all went down? Or did it kind of
Oh,
all
yeah.
happen at the same time?
Kind of all happened at the same time. Like, you did get, like, that 1 second of triumph of, like, ha, we got them. Holy crap.
Okay, so no, they're dead.
Yeah.
So can I
So
take
this
the
isn't affecting
bodies
us
and-
whatsoever anymore?
No.
I want to collect
Right.
that tube.
It has been
his
immolated.
child.
Damn it.
Oh.
Oh
What
well.
does that mean?
The
Or-
baby
Inside,
tube.
Yep.
you would see the remains of a little ithilid pod. Or a
Oh,
pseudopod.
that's awkward.
Gross.
So
Cast
is the-
Revivify on it. Cast Revivify on it.
You don't have it.
You
Less
want me
than a
to,
minute,
cleric
you
with
want me
that.
to heal it?
Crap.
I don't have that
Question.
yet.
That cleric is not
That's-
here.
Can I dump a healing potion on it?
Yeah.
I have
Sure, you can certainly
I'm
try.
gonna do that.
You
Cure
wanna
wounds and
waste one of
healing
the
word, but I don't have
Supremes?
revive.
Can I walk through that shimmering glass thing
Hang
since
on.
I have a soul or whatever?
What do I get for my revivify that I got? What does that? Does that literally just cure my disease?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I don't
it
get
wasn't
anything
revivify, it was
extra?
restoration. And yeah,
Restoration?
it just
Whatever.
gets back from disease and
Did we actually take all that damage? Like,
No.
Am I actually?
that was entirely fake.
It was
That
all
was
in your
scary as
head.
hell. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Huh.
Were you stop talking about resurrection? No,
Um
that's necromancy.
no, so the
Oh, revivify.
Our friend
Oh,
from last
Lucian
week
can
had
roll-
Revivify.
Yeah.
That's also necromancy.
Medicine.
Go medicine.
um if it's going to work, it is working, but you don't know how to tell if it's even alive. It's not moving, which is the main way of telling if something's alive. You don't know if it has like a conventional heart,
Do you
and
want
you
me to
can't like you
check?
poke it a couple times, like I don't feel a pulse, but if it is gonna be alive, it's getting better, I guess. So you have it, I
I'll
guess.
just tuck that away for later. Obviously not in the bag of
Did you
holding.
want me to check?
Oh, that would be fantastic, actually.
Here you go. Here's
Is
your
this
21.
alive? Is this alive? Ugh.
It appears to have already been in some kind of like cyst, stasis, like hibernation, which might have protected it some, but that also means it's very hard to tell if it's still alive because it already was at a crawl of a metabolism. So,
Shit. No.
maybe is what Win thinks, but you can choose to say whatever you want.
I guess keep it.
We'll take
Put
it
it
for
in your
now.
pocket.
All right. I have ideas.
Put it in your
You,
pocket. And see what you can do with that.
you
Am I
all
able to
would hear
walk through that
a.
shimmering-
Sorry, hang on 1 second. You guys would all hear a scream of 4 voices.
The
Oh
goblin.
hell.
Our kin. You will
Uh-oh.
pay.
Pull out my gold,
Is that
my
mind
money
flayers?
sack, and I pull out 2 gold bars, and I hold them up. We just hear the voices. We don't see them, right? We just hear the
No,
voices.
nope.
Yeah.
You don't see them.
Like here's your payment. I will pay
That's
you.
going to be a problem later. Right.
Question.
Great. Mimics
Earlier-
love us. Mind flayers hate us.
Question. Earlier, you said things with the soul can go through that shimmery thing, correct?
Yeah, they said that it would be really hard, and that's why they wanted to combine the minds of multiple people, because you need someone physically strong to push and someone mentally strong to withstand it while you try and go through.
So
Oh, shit. I feel like we needed to kill the egg, but I don't think it's worth someone dying
Well,
over it.
I mean,
Kill it. Oh goodness, no. I have ideas.
The
I
egg?
don't
How are we
like
going to
that
get it?
beholder.
All right. So I should probably let everyone know. I was speaking with the Mimic King. We're inside Nigel at the moment.
Nigel?
Yes.
Who's Nigel?
The
The dragon.
Beholder.
Oh,
The Mimic King knew him, apparently. He was a jerk. I mean, Beholder. I'm not terribly surprised, although more questions are asked more than answered in this entire scenario. He's the one that suggested Greg. So Yes.
What does he want to do with the egg?
He didn't say.
Ask him.
Should we call him
Yeah,
again?
could you shoot him a quick?
Just
I'll send him a text. I mean, what? No. I don't even know what these words mean. I'm just saying them.
I'm just saying them because I want to.
As if I'm just a character in some sort of silly game. Oh god. Existential crisis. It's the spores.
Josh's quest.
The spores.
Oh my god, is that a fourth wall? No.
No.
Well, yes, there are usually 4 walls in a room.
Well, this is circular, so does it really
Well,
have too much
sometimes.
wall? Right. I say we take it back with us.
How are we going to get
But-
through it?
Yeah.
Sack. Put it in the sack.
Screw it. I
Treasure.
hand my axe to Crunk,
Oh no.
and I try to walk through the shimmering glass door.
Bad. That's really bad.
That's not a good idea.
I grab him. I'm like, no, brother.
I accept the grab. And I take my axe
You guys
back.
would see
It's gentle yet firm.
a goblin entering into the chamber.
Oh goodness,
Throw him in the
you're
pool.
just in time. Oh,
Throw him in the pool.
it was awful.
Can we drain the pool?
I grab the goblin.
I
Wait,
wanna
no,
close-
no,
I
hold
wanna
on.
Close this.
I got this. It was awful. It's terrible. The
They
I
died.
guess a residual effect of the
Liquid.
this beholder
spell?
killed him.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's just like
Perception roll?
standing there, just looking at you.
Deception. Is
Persuasion
that what I'm
check.
gonna go for?
Yeah,
Persuasion.
deception.
Oh, deception.
Oh come on.
11. It's still just standing
Can I
there.
assist?
Can we say like we're all like it was awful? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Helping him out. You can.
Can I do it
give
again with
Lucian an
advantage?
advantage.
Wrong one.
Okay,
So no,
Lucian
instead of
gets
everybody
advantage.
rolling, someone, you guys are helping Lucian, and Lucian can get
Oh, okay,
advantage,
okay.
so he can roll
So
again.
roll again.
Because I got a +7, so I should.
Oh my
be able to
gosh,
do
it was
something good.
so terrible. That
It's
one
like
just
they
turned into dust.
disintegrated.
I fell on the ground
Lord.
twice.
15.
And I don't know how.
Okay. 15?
15.
Rolled low.
It
But-
Say?
reaches up and grabs its like minor hat and takes it off, and you would see through cracks in its skull mushrooms.
Oh hell. Oh, not good. Not good at all. All right.
Oh no.
Should I kill it?
Is
You
his
have
name
killed
Greg?
2 of the elders.
Uh oh.
It was
I swing
an
at
accident.
They
I swing at
demand
the
your blood.
Kill them.
I,
They-
I,
They
I,
just
All right.
died.
Goblin
It
bowling
happened.
time.
I swing at the goblin.
Hold it.
I will
Hold
kill-
it. Hold it.
I'm going to kill the goblin. I'm going to kill the
As-
goblin.
Kill the goblin. Kill the
As-
goblin.
Wait. Well, let.
Fucking
As you
right.
guys hear a stampede of goblin feet
Oh.
rushing down the
Is there
tunnel.
anywhere else we
Crunk,
can
pick up the goblin.
go?
You could all roll initiative.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
How many goblins are
Click your
there?
character, then click
Oh, damn it.
initiative.
I forgot to do that part. Well, hold on.
La, 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 la.
Also,
Goblin-
put
some
your
goblins-
names on your things so we can also
Should I
see.
have a bonus on my initiative?
Do you have a bonus to Dex?
No.
Here, I will.
Okay.
No. So,
Oh. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Oh,
I got a question. These are counted as goblins, correct?
Yes.
Which one is
So I
it?
get the +3 and +3.
oh
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
they're totally goblins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, they're
Goblins
totally goblins.
Die.
All right, so who
Goblins
rolled the
gonna die.
16?
How
Me.
do I pick
Click your
me?
Click your character. It'd be the one that has like the compass looking,
It should
four
have your
arrows
name next
looking
to
down
it.
over it.
Yeah.
On my screen, I'm the only person that ever has a name next to their initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, I
same.
did it. I did it.
I think that's the way it is.
Where do I do? Ah, there we go.
Weird.
Wow. I did
There.
horrible.
Goblin initiative. There we go.
I win.
I win. Let's go. We win, bro.
I win.
High five. High five, then. There we
High
go.
five.
Did you get it?
So, Crunk. Or no,
Yeah.
Knock.
Knock.
Knock. Knock has a 20.
Okay.
It is your turn.
I'm gonna reckless, like always.
All right.
Am
So,
I still in my rage?
yeah.
do I have to
No,
reroll?
no. That was definitely interrupted by that. It's the Jellicat found the champagne room. That means you just subbed. Thank you very much.
Hey!
Awesome.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Welcome
much.
to the
Thank
party.
So I'm going to be using the minion system for these goblins because they are numerous and you guys are level 6. So they all have 1 hit point for you guys. You just have to hit them and they die.
Cool. So I'm gonna
Because- Yeah.
I was gonna go all fancy and like start casting illusions.
Well,
That's a
see, the thing is that they're
26
not
to
the
hit.
only things you're gonna have
Thing
to
here.
fight. All the goblins are minions.
Oh.
That's a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
So that I assume that first one dies.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 15 to hit.
That is actually a miss.
Wow. On a
Dexter's little
goblin.
a-holes.
Those are some sons of a gun.
So
I don't
that
get a
is
third attack. I guess I'll kind of move forward, trying to, like, even though we're in a funnel, kind of create a tighter funnel, like they can only enter through one, like a single file line kind of thing.
Like a funnel
Um,
cake? All comes back.
Yeah, you
Like,
can do that. You can do that.
But, like, if Krunk and I are like the three
On
wide
either
path,
sides.
I move kind of closer to where they can only move through one side, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
All right. And next goes Crunk.
Ha! With my rage and my frenzy. Attack! 22
That is a hit.
for 21.
Uh, d-
I don't even need to roll it. I just
Yeah,
watched it.
you rolled a hit.
14 on an 18.
Yeah, you got him.
And then my bonus. 27. I'm like,
So
cool.
the way I'm gonna rule it is
You
that
hit too
anything
good,
that is 20 or higher will count as 2 kills.
Yeah, I got 2 kills.
And how many are there?
So I got 2, 4, 5.
Too many to count currently.
We've killed.
This is
well, that's
more-
good. That means there's
Essentially,
2.
you're not fighting a goblin
You're fighting a horde.
creature.
We're
You're
fighting the goblin war.
a goblin swarm. Like, you know how there's swarm of rats is an enemy? The swarm of goblins. Stampede of goblins.
It's okay.
Oh.
He said there's
Murder of
more than we
goblins.
could count.
I
Well,
can't
that's-
count
More
that
than we
far.
can count.
We might be done.
I can't. I can only count up to 1. So I'm already done.
Been great.
Hmm.
Check out.
Lucian, it's your turn.
I'm going to have this moment of terror as I realize, oh, is those mushrooms where that flower came from? I'm going to be sick later. Right. But then I am going to get right behind our wonderful barbarians and I'm going to slam down the Staff of Fear and just give a big old smile to start.
All right. Do you want to roll intimidation?
So is that, I mean, how does that work with the Tomberry head?
Well, it's going to make this possible because these are mindless goblins. They're being remote controlled.
RC goblins.
But we could potentially short circuit it. So is this an with advantage kind of a thing then? or-
No,
Anyone have
just
chain
okay.
lightning?
flat. An intimidation.
Okay.
Does anyone a storm collar?
I'm looking at my spells. I have one that I can use multiple times.
16. You do not see the goblins react in any way. Instead, you see just a slight little spark of red in the dead eyes of the Tonberry head. and you feel a wince of pain from one of the 4 voices.
Ooh.
Could you please roll me 1d6 psychic damage?
5.
Okay, 5. Yes. You would see that some of the goblins after that the cracks would worsen as the mushrooms get a little bit more intense and break their heads open slightly more.
Yeah.
And it will now be the goblin's turn.
Got it.
Okay. I need more d20s.
You can always roll in the chat.
I don't want to. Though.
Yeah.
No. Hearing the
there we
thunderstorm
go.
on the desk will be
More
great.
there, and that one. Okay. Yes. Okay, so there's a 1 there. So,
Misses.
but the rest of them are okay. Knock. What is your AC?
15.
15. Okay. Crunk is not here.
Guess I'm taking the brunt of it, boys.
Knock. Could you roll a like basically this is your attempt to because you only get 1 reaction. So
Oh, yes.
like you would get your opportunity attack obviously as they try to slip
Cool.
past you.
Gonna
But this
be-
is numerous of them. I want you to roll me your choice, either a strength check or a dex check. A dex check, you can't get hurt. A strength check, you could, because literally you're just like putting your arm in the way, trying to clothesline as many goblins as possible as they run past you. So your choice, whichever one you want to roll.
Okay.
Just one or the other.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to do strength.
Okay,
I have advantage when
correct.
I'm raging. 21.
21. All right, so you reach out your arm, and one goblin like ducks under it. The next one catches his chin right on your arm, which doesn't hurt him too much, except then 10 more goblins pile in behind him, and you
Good.
successfully decapitate 3 total goblins with the blunt side of your arm.
Nice.
Good.
Dude.
Bro,
It's like in Lord of
What
the
about
Rings.
the others?
where-
Ugh.
gnarly.
What about the other 7? Are they? How are they?
A bunch
How
of them
are
are, well, most of them are blocked because there's dead goblins in the way now. But 3 of them are just gonna get past you. And they are going to. Lucian, what is your AC?
15.
Okay.
Are you wearing armor, Lucian?
Yes.
Right,
Okay,
fancy
you're gonna
armor.
take 3 damage. Win, what is your AC?
20.
What?
I'm wearing plate mail.
20?
20.
Holy crap!
I
Really?
told
You
you
gave her
last
that-
time.
You did
Give her that
this.
No,
very
I totally did, yeah, but okay. Roll a con save.
Ah. Okay.
No, this is good.
Wave
This
of
is good.
goblins.
This is good.
Constitution. 20.
The goblin that runs at you breaks his neck, headbutting your plate armor.
I laugh.
And Denise, what is your AC?
13.
Okay, you're gonna take.
Squish, squish.
So his damage is 1 minus 1. So, yeah, no. So, because he has a strength of an 8, so he gets a minus 1 to his melee attack. So he like runs over, stabs at you, and this is like, oh, that's a butter knife, and he just like tries to saw through your
It's plastic.
like side
Dragon.
with. It's just like.
Smack him upside the head.
And it is now Wynn's turn.
Hooray. Okay, I'm trying to decide, should I just like go for it and like hit people with stuff, or should I do a spell? I guess
Whatever you feel like.
I guess I'm just gonna
What
run
kind
and
of,
just
like,
start bludgeoning
vicious spells
people
you
with
got?
I mean, I've got spiritual weapon, which has the potential to hit more than one person.
Well, I got an idea. But okay, sorry.
No, what do you saying?
No, this is
Not relating
sorry,
to me
it's
at
not
all.
relevant at this time. is what he's
Help
saying.
me.
okay.
But seriously,
You
like,
know
should
what?
I-
Can I use a bonus action to pass off a potion?
It's not your turn,
Okay,
but you could use your reaction to do that.
I would
Later.
love to do that.
I
So
think
is
I'm
that
gonna.
is that a now thing that I can do, or
Yeah,
that
now
awaits till it-
you can pass it off, but that gets rid of your reaction, so you don't get any opportunity attacks or whatever.
That's fine. I'm going to pass, win a potion. Say, drink this.
Which
I'm
potion
passing
is
you
it?
the dragon breath potion.
Ha 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 ha. Ha.
Ooh.
Okay, I drink it very, very excitedly.
Okay, so let's talk about this.
Look.
Um,
I thought it was a good moment.
No, this is
you
gonna
are
be
a
awesome.
dwarf.
Indeed.
How dwarfy of a dwarf are you?
Let's see.
The
What did I
dwarfiest.
write on my bio? I'm 4'2".
That's what. Well, that's pretty dwarfy.
But like, how much do
Okay,
you?
so no, I'm not. Okay, let's put it this way. Most dwarves are lawful, and I'm chaotic.
So you're not very dwarfy.
So I'm not super like dwarfy. In
So most
that
dwarves
way.
love being underground. They like the mountains. What
See, I
place
like
would
the
you
mountains,
like
but-
instead?
See, I like the mountains, but I like the sunshine. Like, I love a party, but like, it's kind of, it's strange, because I'm very dwarfy, but like in a outside kind of. I'm a hill dwarf.
Okay.
It's just so.
Would you
it's
say
difficult
your
to
character enjoys people or places more?
see.
Which enchants your character more, like a beautiful nature, or
But she wouldn't enjoy
people.
it if she wasn't with her friends.
okay?
So it's people.
All right.
Sorry.
There is a dragon that's breath attack is euphoria.
Hit me with
That's
that.
actually a wonderful idea.
That
for
is so
her.
cool.
I am jumping.
That
in the
is
way
your
of her.
breath element.
Okay, so how does that work when fighting goblins?
You
Is that a
fire it
psychic
out
attack?
as a cone blast that would. You can choose to kind of do it all in one big go instead of like every turn getting to shoot off one. Instead, just fill the entire tunnel that they're coming up. Okay. So you
Yeah.
drink it and you just like go down into like
Immediately
a
just belch.
stance. You're just like,
What?
and
It's like Shrek or
A-
something where he does that.
no,
Exactly.
and so you guys see this wave
You just dragon shouted.
of like
Yes, Molly
pink
breath.
sparkly glitter fly up forward and entirely encompass the tunnel that they're coming up through.
Oh, I'm
I
so
don't
happy
expect
about
that. That's
Are
brilliant.
they dead? Are
Literally.
they hurting?
What
I'm
is
so-
happening?
Dragon, but-
This is a good question.
First, I need Knock to make a will save
Oh, because you're in the way.
because he's totally in the way of that.
Oh.
That's a 13.
13?
I'm gonna give you advantage because she doesn't want to hurt you. That is a
Oh.
3, so that doesn't help. So
Yeah, my euphoria is killing things, so it's okay.
you are essentially you are distracted, so you are limited down to 1 attack on your main attack per turn while this affects you.
That's
All of the goblins immediately stop voluntary motion and just carry whatever momentum they had and just flop all over the floor. They're all just instantly just. Yes.
Is this where we just walk out casually?
Yes, we just walk.
No,
past
yeah,
all
they're
the bodies.
entirely just completely on the ground, just like.
I want what they're having.
You are having what they're having.
Are they smiling?
Yes, very much.
Okay.
They're also drooling, I'm assuming.
The glitter is not dissipating; it is now settling.
Oh, yes.
No.
I start. Just,
Oh
like,
no!
putting
Oh
it
no!
in my
Don't
hair.
get it on my clothes! Don't get it on my clothes! Oh no! 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 No!
Roll a win. Please roll a will save at advantage.
Oh no!
Wait, what's that? Wisdom?
Wisdom save. Sorry.
Okay,
22.
22.
You are very happy, but not adversely affected.
I mean, it makes sense since it's my own breath.
But
Oh,
no, that
that's so
stuff
great.
is settled. That is.
Getting all pretty boy.
It's-
Give me some
It's-
glow sticks.
It's settled.
Just
It's
start
there.
raving.
But it is a physical thing that you can interact with as you guys proceed out, I assume, or whatever
Oh.
you're planning on doing.
If we are leaving,
All right,
hey,
so I guess we better. Oh, are we gonna do anything about this egg?
Yeah,
That's
we
what
should
I
do
want.
something with the egg.
I want to take one of the goblins and then throw it at the barrier and see what happens.
Good
Just like-
call.
Hmm.
Can you lift a goblin? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm asking. I don't know.
They're pretty light.
They're
Yeah.
pretty small. Dwarves are pretty strong too, no matter how
Yeah.
short they are.
Yeah, she's half elf. She's good.
The goblin like lands on it, and you see him kind of, but he seems to mostly remain happy, and is slowly drifts in a bit. But because he's very light, he's not pushing through. But he's kind of just
Oh.
hanging on the top,
we throw
actually
more
kind of
of it?
okay.
Oh!
Push him with your stick.
So,
No,
so
no,
I'm
no.
super you.
okay. What if we
Plunge him in.
rub
I push him with my
glitter
stick.
on the barbarians and make them go through?
Ooh.
That would work.
So I'm
The
already
goblin
super
drops
you-
through, but since he has no motivation to do anything, he just like bounces off the egg and just lies there.
Okay,
Since he's
So-
basically dead.
I'm super euphoric, correct? Like, because I failed to save. Like, I'm euphoric.
To a degree, you are not entirely bedazzled in it like you could be.
But I'm carefree naturally, so I'm just even more carefree. now.
Yeah, but
oh yeah, this definitely.
Knock would you mind?
I'm just gonna
Crunk.
give my axe to Crunk because I don't want my mimic being hurt,
Oh, knock.
and I'm gonna walk through the
Good
door.
call.
I am green. He is human. How do we do this?
I'm sorry.
He's
My
racist.
brain.
okay, this is still not good. Like you are not entirely encapsulated with joy as the goblins are,
Goblin one.
but
Okay.
what you will have is a lower threshold and advantage as you need to do a strength save as well
That's easy.
as a it's going to be wisdom save on this one.
Okay, so strength is a 23.
Nice.
23, yep.
Wisdom is a 10.
Wisdom is a 10.
But it's a
Okay,
lower threshold, so it could be good.
you will pass through, but you are going to, and this is not fake, you are going to take 7 psychic damage.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
That's not
Can
so
someone do 61 minus 7 for me? What is that? 54?
if you
Yeah.
go on your character sheet under your current hit
Yeah.
points, you can to the right of it. You can just click downward.
Yep, there's
Yeah.
a
No, I
toggle.
didn't know the actual math.
Oh, okay.
It was 54. Okay, can I grab the egg?
Yes.
Can
Can I, ironically, can I make like a nature or survival check seeing if this barrier will hurt the egg? Like if I walk through, will the egg be dissipated?
You
or
can do
something?
nature, arcana, or medicine. No, not medicine. Nature or arcana. Yeah, those are the ones.
Okay, both are negative ones, so I'm just gonna.
Only you have to pick one though, one or the other.
Yeah, I went
Nature,
to nature.
11. Basic common sense says probably not.
Okay, I'm gonna walk through with the egg.
Okay. I need you to do another strength save at advantage and another wisdom save at advantage.
24 strength.
24 on the strength and 16 on the
and
wisdom
a
save.
6.
Nice.
Yeah, you
Wow.
push through, and yeah, the egg seems to pass
Hell
through
yeah.
without any like impedance
Resistance.
at all. It just slides right
Yikes.
through, and you're having to push yourself through. But yeah, you
that.
stand outside. You have the egg.
I'm like singing with it because I'm
Smash it.
kind of happy.
Oh, you're very happy. Yeah.
Well
Okay,
done. Oh, really well
job,
done.
All right, you have acquired the egg of a beholder.
Do I want to?
Hey.
Do I
touch
kill
it?
it?
No.
Yes,
Can I hold it,
No, we.
please?
I think
You could touch
ahead.
it.
this
Yeah,
is the time
touch it.
to end this session.
Oh,
Mm,
but baby beholder.
when is that gonna hatch?
This would
be
How
fun.
long till that's
The
supposed
thing,
to
the thing. Okay, so my
a
thing.
nature check could a very high nature check could predict when it's going to hatch.
Okay, can I do that?
Yeah. I see an 18, an 18, a 7, a
23.
23.
Lucian's not even gonna try.
At best, it could be because it does seem to be
Okay, hell with
extremely dependent on external factors.
Oh.
So if you cause the correct ones to happen, it could hatch within 2 weeks at fastest. If it was put in the
Okay.
wrong ones, it could sit around for another century.
We.
Okay, I vote
can't-
wrong ones until later.
I say we just
But
off the egg because
No.
we can't take care.
No!
We can't take care
How
of
do
it.
you know
and-
we can't? Maybe the Mimic
The,
King can.
the Mimic
All
King
the
knew
Mimic
Nigel.
right?
I
He
mean,
hated
we
Nigel.
could just give it to the
He
Mimic
hated-
King
But
right
this
now.
is Nigel.
Yeah, but he can.
This is
Exactly,
about
that's
following
the
you.
point.
You don't.
This
You
could
don't
be.
understand the dangerousness of a beholder. If it gets into the
Oh,
wrong
I
hands
totally
of these
understand.
mind players. Yeah,
Which is why we give it to the Mimic
Well,
King.
that's why we give it to the Mimic King.
but that's just putting a
Yes.
target on the Mimic King for the mushroom.
Not our problem.
I don't think that.
No,
Well,
I
don't know about that.
don't
but...
think this is going to be so much of a concern for the Mimic King. Plus, we can give it to the Keeper.
Is he gonna be able to fit that in his little pedestal?
Of course, he can.
Oh, he'll deal with it.
If you would ask him, he has one of the items he's keeping is a ship. It's a boat.
Oh,
Noted for the future. Well, not really, but.
In case we ever
Um,
want to go sailing.
Well, I'll
sailing.
first thing I get my mimic axe back, and then I'll just carry the egg back to the castle.
All
I
right.
try to hand him my axe.
Well,
back,
oh,
so he knows.
We're ending the session
No.
there
Real quick.
because there
Real
is
quick.
still opposition to get
Yes.
over.
Okay.
okay.
Before we do an
Wow.
end,
Give me my axe.
couple points of order.
It's fine.
Can one gather up some of that glitter using a gloved hand into potion bottles? Because I think that'll be useful later.
Yeah.
Yes. Save my
Um,
breath.
slight.
Nice.
Only one person can do this, but one person please give me a sleight of hand.
As that's
Anybody
happening,
trained in that?
Can I just take a
Go,
potion?
go, all you.
Can I just take a potion?
Oh wait,
That's
never
fine.
mind. You do it.
No,
I
I
have
mean,
a +1.
I have a 3.
I have a
I have
plus
a
2.
0. I forgot. I
have a
forgot I'm
3.
not a rogue this time.
All right.
Oh,
Crunk
you.
is the highest, so fire that off.
Oh God.
Four.
A 4.
I have really big hands. These
Yeah,
hard
you're
to
just
do
like.
tiny work. I'm holding vial like this.
Oh no.
To be able to give them a vial, I'm gonna
Okay,
just
so
take a
you are
health
going to
potion.
get functionally one dose of it
Ah.
because
You should've
Crunk
done it,
went,
Lucian.
"Ooh, that's pretty good," and then licked his hand. So
He's a little drooly and facey now. What is
All right.
that?
what's that roll?
Oh, one of the health potions.
Ah, health
Oh,
potion.
right.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I was trying to say that over all your talk. It's
Sorry.
8
Sorry. All right. Yeah. And you should be healed for that. Any last things before we wrap up?
Can we?
Yes,
I want my
I would
axe
like to
back.
try and put the
You
egg
got it.
in the treasure
In the
sack
treasure
and see if
sack.
they'll take it.
It doesn't fit. The bag
I'm
only
gonna
opens to like
carry
that
the egg.
big. At
We
most.
were-
I'm just gonna carry the egg.
They've given us
I'm gonna-
bigger things before.
Yes,
No,
but
no.
I had a feeling this wasn't going to work.
The biggest thing that you guys have asked for was a lance. So that was
That
small and
coin.
could slide through.
No,
about
we got
that
that
coin we didn't
giant
see?
coin.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
was, that was just thick. That wasn't big. That was just like a bit thicker.
No,
Was
it like a really
it was the
long
size of a
coin like
table.
this?
It was like 6
No,
feet long.
you're right. However, these are meant for transporting treasure
I
around.
figured we couldn't get away with it, but it was worth asking.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna carry it in like one hand like a football. So that way I could still swing with the other. If I need to kill something.
All right.
Fair.
And anything else? Or do we want
Are
to
you sure
start?
you don't want me to carry it since I have an AC of 20?
Can you? What's your
I
strength
think
though?
we're fine.
This is pretty strong, right?
Or how strong are you?
14.
The
That should be fun.
the main concern
Oh.
is that
Yeah.
whoever's holding it, there is a chance that it could get damaged if they're getting hit a lot.
Yeah. So
Okay,
hot
I'll just
potato.
stand
Hey.
in front of you if something happens.
Can we bonus action hot potato?
How
this thing?
about we give it to Denise? That's my suggestion.
That's true. She can't
Please?
stare back.
Can I have it? I'll
Give it
take
to
good
Denise.
care of it.
We'll give
I
it to
like
Denise.
animals.
She is the nature person.
I give
think
it to
Denise should
the,
have it. Excellent.
This makes sense.
It
Feels right.
it feels a tiny bit warm, and the entire thing pulses with a very, very gentle heartbeat.
That's disgusting.
so
Oh, it's tiny and full of hate. I love it.
It's not full of hate yet.
hate
we,
I
we
will
need to
teach
tell
you to be
the
nice and
Mimic King
loving.
about this.
And
We need
poisonous?
to tell the Mimic King about
It should be
this.
poisonous.
I'm
If you
poisonous.
raise it, it'll be
You like
poison.
me.
She is poison.
I know. No, that was not a negative. That was a
Okay.
Okay,
positive.
hey.
That girl. is
Anything else?
poison.
Okay,
No, I think we're good.
I think
Yeah?
we're good.
Okay,
Sorry.
let's have everyone sign off. And who are you, Banana?
I am Banana. I currently do not have social media at all.
That is not a bad thing, in my opinion.
Like I have
Yeah.
nothing to follow. I can shout out my brother who streams Twitch. He's at Doc_Blumpkin on Twitch. You can check him out. He's pretty new to it, and it'd be really cool to have him kind of be successful.
Awesome.
And Oni.
So I'm Bria. I also don't have social media. So yeah. Next.
That would be Denise.
I am no one.
I am Mets Girl over on the Twitters. I am in Beholder's Eye, so this is awesome. But I play Zalara and Elvin Monk on that podcast. You can find it on YouTube and all the normal podcast places. And then I also have Service Desk, which is a podcast about computery goodness, and that you can also find all the normal podcast places. That's all I'm promoting right now, other than this.
Sweet. Capjack.
Hello there, I'm Jack, or at Captain J Cross on Twitter. You can find me here on the second and fourth and occasional fifth Tuesdays of the month for the Mimic Nights with these wonderful people here. Let's see, on alternating Thursdays, we have the Shadowrun game run by Shogun, and where I'm playing an orc named Capjack, And then opposite of that, starting this Thursday, is the Pokemon 5th Edition game, where
I'll be
I will be
playing in
playing
that.
the
It's super,
Poke-Taker.
super cool looking.
Yeah, tune in Thursday. There's going to be a great reveal. No one knows about it. It's going to be hilarious. And then Sunday it is the Magic the Gathering 5th Edition game, where I'm playing Flip the Goblin. So tune in, enjoy, and thank you all for coming out.
All right, and Than.
All right, buckle up, everybody. I'm just kidding. So I'm Than Rand. I actually am a variety streamer on Twitch. I do it full time. Scheduled, I stream Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Weekends, I'm working on streaming Saturdays and Sundays, but it kind of fluctuates when I start. You can check me out on Twitter to find out when I'd be starting. At Than Rand, Instagram at Than Rand. I also play Crunk here every other Tuesday, basically. It's a lot easier to say. And then supposedly we're getting back to our Heart of Darkness Friday night D&D game, which is a Tomb of Annihilation reskin, basically.
Yeah.
And which was actually my first D&D session ever. And also on Sundays, we just had our premiere of Blades Come Out, which is a Blades in the Dark campaign. And it's also amazing. So I do a lot of things. I have all the social medias.
Cool. And I am Shogun on Twitter. I'm Shogun117. I run this game every other Tuesday. I run Shadowrun every other Thursday, all opposite weeks. I will be playing in the other Thursdays that I'm not running Shadowrun. I will be playing the Pokemon game. And I will be playing in the Sunday game, which is one of 3 Sunday games that we've got on this channel. It's pretty crazy. And I will be playing in that as another goblin, who is a barbarian, but more than anything, he's a con man. It was awesome. I conned a vampire into thinking I signed a blood pact.
You used a cow's blood. It
Yeah.
was great.
It was
Nice.
awesome. But yeah, so that's that. My wife, who's back there, does art and has a webcomic, so I'm going to drop link for that in the chat. And we are going to go raid Castle Mac because they're still streaming. So totally going to do that.
I thought they rated us. That's so confusing.
Did they? Did they? Let me double
No.
check. Maybe I'm
I
wrong.
thought they did.
My Twitch says they're still on. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh,
No.
maybe they
Is-
just dropped in for a minute.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
they
could
were
be.
here. Well, Castle Mac
Oh,
Raven.
that
was-
says
Let me
they're
double
live.
check. It says live. They're still live. I'm doing that.
yeah, they're
We're totally
live.
doing that.
Yeah.
Do it, do it, do it.
Yay, Castle Mac.
Let's see if I do it
Do
right.
it.
We are doing it. Yes. Sweet. Also, by the way, just a little bit of news. The Shadowrun game is a drop-in, drop-out sort of thing. So if you're interested, come and join us on the Discord, and I can get you signed up to play with us. It'll be great.
It's a lot of fun.
What is it, next Tuesday?
Next
Thursday.
It's
Thursday.
No, I can't.
Past this one. So
Okay.
this next Thursday is Pokemon. The one after that is Shadowrun.
Bye, everyone.
And we're out.